tied on my arms.
Nope.
Nope. Feels like it's cutting my circulation off, but
See you later. All right, jumping right in here. Not much delay today because I'm not messing around. What's going on, Life Forcer? How you doing? Getting right into it. There we go. What's up, dude? This is my first time messing with these, so I haven't had a chance to play the new ones. Oh no, God. I've been playing on a Wii controller too much, and now the Xbox One feels weird. Nope, wrong button. Because everything is opposite. I'll just use the mouse for this shit. Alright. What's going on? TurboGrafx, how you doing, buddy? It's got my new tables in here. I bought them today. I'm very excited to get... I'm hoping I can pretty much knock out all the main things on this today. On hopefully all three of them. We're gonna find out. I'm just give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn up the audio on this because I'm gonna. Cool. There we go. I'm gonna put this crap on YouTube. I've been uploading a lot more of this stuff to YouTube. Not that it matters. Nobody gives a crap, but whatever. I'm going to do it anyway. So let's start with Whitewater because it's first in line. Thanks, man. Yeah, dude. Penberg, what? 2 weeks and a couple days. It's going to be... Everybody plays the classics. I'm going to do this one first, though, and then I guess I'll do classics some other time. Whatever. Whitewater, yeah, I didn't see that. Dennis Nordman. We love you, Dennis. This table's cool in real life. I got to work on it before I left Tilt. We had one for a couple months, and for when it was built, the '90s. There, it feels really advanced as far as just the ramps and the gameplay. There we go. Good old 2. Yeah, the ball physics feel definitely different than they were last time I played. They said they had updated it. So with this, I think it was with this actual, or maybe right slightly before. But yeah, shit. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't funny at all, dude. You're a dick. He has a dick. All right, here we go. Oh, overshot it. Yes. There we go. Oh, no, almost. Whatever. I'll lock that ball. Dude, Demo Man's really fun. Yeah, Scared Stiff too is really good. I concur. I didn't put my glasses on. Oops. Oh, come on, dude. Never. There. That will work better. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I keep pressing the wrong button and it sends that electric crap through the table. It looks sweet, but I don't know what that means. Whoa. It's odd. That's the first time I've done one of those table. Oh, wow. Okay. Odd brick. Oh, Gold Rush. Alright. Nice. Gold Rush over. Gold Rush is done. Ball 2 lock, which is pretty nifty for me. I did it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Dude. Hey, McJedi, how are you doing, dude? Good morning to you. That was awful, man. That's really crap. Try and do better this time.
Single player results.
I don't really want to know about it, honestly. How did I just play again? 11 million. I mean, I could get higher than that on the... There's a credit dot on this. There's a credit dot on my digital pinball. Okay, this time... Oh, shit. I gotta start using the fucking nudging. This gap isn't going to let me get away with just that eyeball crap anymore. I'm not seeing it right anyway. Man, McJedi's got a fun stream. He's always super... He's like you. You guys are kind of like the twin streamers, TurboGrafx and McJedi. Like, super positive. Really just genuinely nice guys. You guys got good, nice machines. But it shouldn't be about the machines, you know. I mean, don't judge people by their machines because... Well, you could judge me by my machines. They're pretty shit. And I'm pretty shit. So that's close. But, yeah, they got... You both got some sweet shit, man. Your new stuff is really dope, but then your old stuff is really dope. Like that TurboGrafx is Cyclops. Though McJedi said that you were selling one of your older... I think it was the older one to make room for your new Black Knight 2000. Excuse me. I just happened to play that game this weekend. Or 2 weekends ago at in Buffalo. It's some brewery place. It's fun. It's a good game. It's fast. It's got a right soundtrack. I know, it's a credit dot on the virtual pin. I don't know, Turbo, maybe when you start acting like a real dick, I suppose. I don't know. You're always so fucking nice and everything, and that's not a bad thing. Like, pretty much everybody in pinball is a douchebag, so it's nice that there are a few that aren't. So, pinball's full of douchebags. I'm going to tell you right here. From one douchebag to all those other douchebags out there.
Single player results. Single player and hot seat.
Actually, I think pinball's probably full of really nice people, but it's just the douchebags some douchebags like attention, I think, you know. And pinball's where you get it. And I'm not talking shit about anybody in particular. It's like in just a kind of a general statement, like with pinball, it only takes about a month for some kind of bad behavior. You know, it seems to be kind of persistent. And it's a small community, so it's pretty easy to get nailed if you're a bad actor. So look at that. I'll give you some attention. You're a bad actor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the worst actors in pinball. The arcade. He's building that Metroid machine. He wants all your attention. What's going on, dude? Are you working from home today? Oh, do you work? I forgot. I think you work from home like most of the time now, don't you? You told me that. Not that that's not work still. I mean, if real people who work at home actually work, like I wouldn't, that would be hard for me to do because I just end up doing shit like this all the time. My wife can work from home though. She does it all the time. She's very successful at doing things like that. Oh fuck. This gap, dude, it feels a lot like a fucking Ghostbusters gap to me. A lot less like Whitewater. Somebody's car. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on now. That was pretty shit, I would say. To always work from that's... Like I said, it would be it's dreamy if you can actually get shit done. Because commuting these days sucks for most people, but... God damn it. We're lucky here. Minneapolis isn't too bad yet. My wife works downtown Minneapolis, and I think it takes her 15 minutes to get to work from where we live. If it's like, if there's no traffic, like if she's going on a weekend or something, and, well, the highway's all fucked up, and the highways aren't the disasters they've created them for the past year. Because they're just redoing them all over again. It's the main thoroughfare out of Minneapolis going south is just been completely ripped up. The main thoroughfare to the airport, it's really stupid actually what they've done, and they've shut a ton of things down. The city planners,
Single player results.
they did a bunch of, so first they shut a bunch of shit down 2 years ago because the Super Bowl or whatever, they're getting ready for the Super Bowl, so they basically shut everything down, or most of everything. And then after the Super Bowl was done, they did it again. And it's like, well, what the fuck did you shut everything down for the first time for if you're just redoing it? And then there's this suburb that's south of me. It's the first suburb outside of Minneapolis. It's called Richfield. Every year, there's this major thoroughfare, because Richfield is just a rectangle. It's not like, it's not a weird county or anything like that. Or I don't know what it is. It's a city/county. I'm not sure. It's not in Hennepin County, I don't think. Yeah, it isn't, because I know that's where the Hennepin County signs end when you hit Richfield. Or Hennepin County ends signs. So basically, this street that runs from the service entrance to the airport, if you will, the Minneapolis St. Paul airport, the major airport here. The service entrance meaning like if you go to pick FedEx packages and shit like that, or post office stuff, or any of that type of thing, or if you work in the airport or whatever, like not in the actual terminal, but you work out in the other shit, there. You do baggage or that other kind of stuff or maintenance or any of that. I think you enter through there as well. There's like a Target over across the highway from that. But 66, basically it runs from the airport all the way to the other end of Richfield, which is a rectangle. Like, it is their main street. They rip it up every fucking year. Every year it's ripped up. It just, and they keep changing it, and they change it again, and change it again. And it's great because they're a small town, so it probably doesn't cost them a fortune to do, whatever. But that's just it. This is their main road, and it's never not completely trashed and under construction. And it's kind of like living here. And the road conditions, because of the weather patterns and everything, they get so bad that pretty much they take all this time to fix it, and then they have to rip it up again, because by the time it's been redone, a couple years of this weather, and they have to redo it again. So, yeah, 15. Hey, what's going on, Summerwood? How you doing? I'm not trying to complain, but it's perpetual traffic. It's not like, or perpetual construction. And when you consider how quickly, and granted the Army was involved in doing this. This was after World War II, so there were a lot of people who were a much larger federal workforce behind it. But they basically built the highway system, the major highway system, the interstate system that many of us still enjoy to some degree after World War II, and in the scope of a few years. So the fact that it takes large cities, years to complete a couple miles of shit, it's just mind-blowing. Oh, I'm about to beat my current score because I've just been really doing terrible this morning. Kind of embarrassed about how bad this is going. It's obvious I haven't been playing much FX lately, apparently. I beat the Theodore Chipmunk score. And my own top score. Here we go. Oh, shit. New record. Fuck! Wow, that's... I definitely don't have a feel for that. It's not... This is the problem with having played it on TPA, is I want to hit it when the TPA timing is, and that's wrong. Ooh! Alright. Give him something to believe in. Yeah, get it. Alright, we finally got that shot. I feel like I'm getting a little bit... It's still a little soft, though, not gonna lie. Mystery... 5 million, which isn't bad. It's like almost 10% of my score. It was a little more. 12% of my score, probably. Nordman. Dennis the Nordman. Get up at... Oh, I like that. Dude, look at that. It looks like orange soda shooting out of those boulders. Well played. Let's see if I can, oh, man. Come on, baby. Come on. Orange soda pop. Shit. Oh, shit. Come on, baby. Sadly, I cannot backhand that, but we have, oh, shit, bananas. The fucking multi-ball was lit. Ooh. Cool, have a great day, McJedi. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Cheers. Your project's ending? Do you have another... Oh, shit. Oh, no, that's not real. Do you have another project you're working on? Next, I assume. I'm going to be working on a project later today when I'm done here. It's called Project Clean Up My Fucking Basement for Real. I, got a decent amount of sleep last night, and I cleaned, or I didn't like have, well, I had a couple of beers yesterday when we were playing Rocket League. I was playing Rocket League with Marty and Tuna, and so I had like 3 beers, but it was like at 10 in the morning till like 1 or something, so it was like midday. So I went up, had a nap, and then I just hung out the rest of the day, played games and stuff, but I didn't really get drunk the first time anyway. So I woke up today feeling real good, and I'm ready to get stuff done for the week, and it's all right. We'll try this one more time and I'll switch over to the next game. I'm going to come back and try for wizard mode on this, but I got to warm up and on all these first. Excuse me. Oh, that was good. Chunky. I didn't have breakfast yet either. Woo! Look at that. I got all three freaking... Just got to get it up in that freaking ball lock there. Whatever. Oh. There. We'll take it like that. However it works. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, come on. Boy, that's bricking a little hard there. Alright. Trying to get... Oh, fuck, I hate it when it gets over there. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I know that's pretty funny to you. Yeah, I used to play on PC, and then now I play on Switch, because I'm dumb, and I'm like, gosh, I should buy it on multiple platforms. I'm not real smart, so... But yeah, no, I play on Switch now. The PC one's kind of dead. I don't even know what the password to get into that that one is anymore. Yeah, we... everybody got it. Like, some people... I still play Fortnite too, but like half the group that was Fortnite playing, they do Rocket League now, so... I don't really care. I'll play whatever. I've gotten good enough at Rocket League that... I'll play that. I don't care. Whatever. It's all fun to me. For instance, we were playing yesterday. I had the benefit, like, Tuna and Marty are really freaking good now because they've been, playing quite a bit, and they're good players and stuff anyway. It's not like they wouldn't have been good with, they're probably pretty good without practice too, but they play a lot. And so we were doing competitive yesterday, and first it was Tuna and I, just 2-on-2, and then Marty came in and we were doing 3-on-3, and we were just winning and winning and winning and winning, and it's pretty much maybe 10%, 15% me. I'm not, like I said, I'm not terrible. I get saves, I get points and stuff, though the longer it goes, the poorer I was doing it. The drinking probably wasn't helping. But yeah, I do okay, and oh wow, that's all right. We were doing so well that I was basically unranked, because I hadn't ever really done a lot of ranked play, and then we played. It must have been like 20 games or something by the time it finally came out, but we did 10, and I got out of unranked, and I immediately went to gold tier, which apparently is... I don't know much about it, but that's apparently really good. But once again, it wasn't me. We were just doing really well because Marty and Tuna are really, really good. And the only reason that they aren't ranked higher is that they've got so many matches under their belt that it starts to even out where your ranking is. I had very few. I'd only played 20 matches, and almost all of them are wins. So it just propels you up to the top. But the worst part about it is that when you're playing with a group of people, it will attempt to pull a pool of players for you to compete against that match up with the person who has the highest skill level in your group. So I'm really low silver, and that's fine because I'm just starting to play. I'm good enough to, to get scores and stuff like that. Even against gold players, I can do okay. But I'm certainly no badass player that could get gold on my own. But yeah, we were really having it was fun. I liked it. It's fun. I don't know, once you get the hang of how to get a little bit of control of the cars, it's pretty cool. Now it's just too many games to play and not enough time is the thing that I run into. Oh. for me. Fudge! Like, I've been trying to play this new FX crap for a month now. I was finally able to get some time. Yeah, I wish I was still playing on PC. I do know people who play on PC if you're looking for folks to play with, though. Okay, I'm going to move and check out Roadshow, or, yeah. I'm going to check out all three, and then, we'll, like I said, we'll double back and see if I can do something better. But, hey, I made it to the pathetic front page. Not even like 1,400. That's not even a good score, but, oh well, we'll come back. I don't know if those guys have better scores, too, because they were playing with some of the, oh, shit, some of the bonuses on. So, no credit on, no, exit single player. No, I'm sorry. I'm so used to playing with the Wii controller, I forgot how to use the Xbox controller. These are always wild, because these were obviously existed on the Pinball Arcade. So, there's a feel that I'm accustomed to that isn't the same. That shot's way easier than TPA was. Look at that. That rolls real smooth. Alright, I like that shot better. That one's about the same. That's like the real machine. Boy, you guys did it like the real one. Anorex, this is the newest one. It's not brand new. I think it's been out for about a month or a month and a half. Maybe even longer than that. It's been out for a little while, but it's the most recent one. Yeah. And I'm just getting around to playing it. There we go. Got that out. That actually is nice. Yeah, it has Roadshow, Comet, and Whitewater. So, fairly popular tables. Where's your paycheck? Oh, that's right. I got that one over there. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the new physics are whomping my ass, which is good. It's closer and closer to at least how the ball drains, you know, in real life. At least the feel of it is and more randomness in the feel too. Like just that in general, it's not so scripted. Bear with me, I'm not terrible at these. But yeah, the new physics is it's throwing me for a loop. I'm not even playing the hard one. I'm not playing the oh shoot, come on, just oh shoot. Man, this is making me nuts. I wish I could use my Switch Pro controller for this because that's all I've been using lately. But I'm playing on Steam, so the Xbox controller seems to work the best for this type of game. Pretty much any pinball, digital. Oh, fudge! Yeah, I did. I love Farsight. Friends with them and stuff. Like they're good guys, but yeah, I don't know what's next from them. And as you said, I own everything that they made for. Oh God, come on, man! What is freaking wrong with me? I gotta wake a little bit here. All right, there. Whew. So yeah. Oh shit. There we go. I don't know what's going on, and they do like they have other games besides TPA. Some folks know, some don't. They do Brunswick bowling as well. So pinball was never the main. Oh shit! I just outlined it and didn't even realize I was doing it. It was never necessarily the main thing for them anyway. Spring Break is a really really good one too because it was switches or something like that. But yeah, and to the point where I will say that these newer versions on FX3, there's some points of differences like you're seeing here, and you don't have to play it this way. As you see, the scores are popping off and everything. You don't have to have that, but they have two main modes, I guess that you could say. One that basically plays like the real machine without any of the excess animations. You know, like you could see the maybe you can't because I think my picture's sitting over it, but there's a bulldozer that's kind of doing dances over in the lower right corner there. That obviously real machines don't have that crap going on. It's a pinball machine that doesn't have. Yeah, there's the bulldozer that jumps right in the center. So you don't. That I like it because I think it's fun. I think what they've done is kind of inventive and cute. But if you don't like that, you could play it and it looks just like a real pinball table. There aren't scores popping off in the middle of the playfield or anything like that. Everything's restricted to the way a table would normally play. That particular mode also plays really freaking hard. The ball's even faster than it is now. I feel like the slope's higher. Oh, they made Action 52. Okay, I didn't realize that. Yeah, no. See, they've done cool stuff, and like I said, I'm not sure what's next. I'd love to see them do more pinball, even with the licenses they still have, because they still have Gottlieb, as far as I know. No one's making anything for Jersey Jack currently that I know of, unless a deal's been struck and it just hasn't been announced. So that might be an opportunity. Spooky, same thing. American Pinball, same thing. Those are possible opportunities that, if they were interested, they might want to try for. I don't know. I'm not speaking to what they're doing. I'm just saying, just because they don't have Bally Williams doesn't mean all is lost. There's other things out. There's other stuff out there that's completely unclaimed currently, and they still have Gottlieb, as far as I know. So, sadly, the Gottlieb tables, they took, from what I could tell, they took the biggest beating on. People really don't like Gottlieb that much and didn't want to play them digitally either. So. That's going to be hard to dial that shot in. Sweet. Indeed. Oh shit. Did it get it? Yeah. Alright. Oh shit, dude. I just want that the extra balls lit currently in the Yeah, it's not. Will it trap? No, it will not. See. No, too early. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh hey there, catcalling. I just keep missing the extra ball and it's killing me, man. Yeah, no, and they as far as I know, they still possess the Stern license. They to that point, like you said, the Sega Data East, there's a huge. I totally left that out. Thank you. That's exactly totally the point I'm trying to make. There's a ton of other content out there. God, I'm fucking kind of choked there, but that was better than when I was playing Whitewater. Boy. Yeah, no, there's definitely opportunities still there. I totally didn't even think, because I knew they had the Stern stuff, and obviously that is because they've already released Ghostbusters and AC/DC, though. The license for AC/DC expired too for them, so I don't think that's available, or it won't be for much longer if it isn't already gone. I didn't get the exact date was there. I didn't pay any attention to it, so that's on me. Let's see where I fell. Oh, just right underneath. So 10% of Voof score. Okay, let's do this again. Let's try this one more. Let's try it again. Yeah, no, the data East is definitely an opportunity. And then, and this is something that I'm hoping that I can get people more excited about. At least in the digital pinball audience. Zachariah's showing that they've got the stuff when it comes to putting this together, and I saw when I like what Zen's done too. I'm not for the Zen. I think almost all of it's pretty much Zen 2 stuff. They've got a couple ones that are Zen, not Zen 2, FX2 tables original tables, if you will, non-commercial theme tables. Oh shit, this is the taxi one. So basically, I just kind of ignore this. Hitting the bulldozer is the dumbest thing you can do in this game, unless you have to. And you certainly don't have to, because the points on this are a joke. That spring break mode, you could put together 4 or 5 times the points doing nothing, compared to, ooh, this is different. Sure, I'll buy whatever when it comes to that thing. They made that shot a lot tougher than TPA. I'm trying to hit red. Oh shit, bananas! Damn it. Yeah, dude. Oh man, Apollo 13 would be fun, because I feel like if you're talking about doing digital pinball, because like you said, technically playing that table, if you've ever played it and got that multi-ball going, it would be really fun if something could actually manage it. But the multi-ball ends up being a glass-off scenario almost every time you get it started, because they jam up on each other. Son of a bitch. That's kind of bullshit, but whatever. They jam up on each other. And then, you gotta take the glass off and fix it, and it doesn't really play well at all. Whereas, even though it's dealing with scripting, at least you could play it. I don't know. Yeah, Apollo 13 would be pretty freaking cool. There's a bunch, yeah, dude, there's some that I like that are just not very popular games, but I think are fun as wood choppers. And, Lost in Space. Is that the one? Is it Lost in Space? The one with, I think it is Lost in Space, with Gary Oldman and, Matt LeBlanc or whatever. That it's long playing. It's really long playing, because it's got this multi-ball that just doesn't want to quit. I feel like you can keep adding or something like that, which is, I like that though, because I like the sounds. It's got some weird toys in it. This one particular disc is pretty wild with it. I don't know. It's a perfect kind of game to put into digital, because it's one of those that's usually broken if it's on location kind of thing. Fudge! Okay, I got an extra ball. Whatever. Hulk Hogan, that's a good question. It's been a while. He's he's a harder sell right now. Are you bringing up 2014? Is that when the whole Bubba the Love Sponge thing happened, when his sex tape got leaked or whatever? That's kind of disappointing, that whole thing. I don't care about his sex tape. That's whatever. But a lot of people don't know that there was in my opinion, they basically went after media and won. Hulk Hogan sued the publication that leaked it, and he won the suit and shut them down. Gawker was this publication, and I'm not defending Gawker. You know, they put out a lot of trash. I'm not saying that that's necessarily what the kind of reading I would do, but they nonetheless, that's their right as the press to publish that. They didn't steal it. It was given to them by a source. If he was going to sue anybody, he needed to find out who gave it to him and sue them, not the publisher. But they sued the publisher. He won. He shut them down. And basically, it's created a trend now where if you're rich and you don't like news being printed about you, you sue it out of court and destroy the publication. So it makes it harder for people to report the misdeeds of wealthy people now, because they just will wipe your publication out if you attempt to report on it. So it sets some shitty precedents. So the Hulkster, even though he is a wonderful, amazing former wrestler, is actually kind of a piece of shit human being when it comes to attacking the press. So, because at the end of the day, I get that he didn't want his sex tape leaked, and that totally fucked up his brand, and blah, blah, blah. But here's an interesting idea. Don't make a sex tape stupid. There's a fucking thought. Then there'd be nothing to get caught doing. Or, I don't know, control your situation. If you're going to make the sex tape, don't let it get out of your hands. I think there's a million different things to not do in that scenario that he did. So, I don't know, maybe just own up to the fact that you screwed up or something. Because ultimately, too, coming from an advertising perspective and a PR perspective, he lives in a world where there's a lot of role playing going on with his characters anyway. Because if you're as old as I am, then you've... in fact, I don't think you have to be as old as me. I think if you're even if you're in your mid-20s, you may have known Hulk Hogan as a good and a bad wrestler. So he played both sides of the aisle. People have a hard time sometimes distinguishing between the real-life misdeeds of these guys and the exploits outside. This is something that could have easily, if not immediately, been turned into some kind of wrestling gold, some new thing they could have made up. He could have been the bad guy for a while, but people get over it. I don't think anybody even cares about that particular thing anymore. But I do know that we have one less group of people who were reporting on things now that happened. So, thanks, dude. I got Jordans on, dude. I'll show them to you real quick. Here's the Jordans. I don't want to fall over. Here's my Jordans today. They're blue ones. Here, I can get up on this chair here. They're right here, see? Yeah. That's the backs of them. That's my butt. So, I got the Jordans on today. I got my blue ones on. Yeah, I'm wearing them. You don't think he likes being a bad guy? You think he just wants the good guy role? Yeah, no, I agree with you, dude. That ego is something to behold on him. When you listen to him talk off camera and stuff, because he had that reality show, and I think that showed him a lot more candidly than. I mean, I realized that there were some cuts that were made, but yeah, no, I never thought he was a nice guy. I'll say that much. I think I used to like wrestling, but it seems like a lot of the wrestlers aren't very nice guys. It seems like that the profession seems to draw narcissists in. So, and probably for good reason. I mean, it's attention. It's being regarded as the pinnacle of something, having people's admiration, and wrestling it's one of those things, like, even though it's scripted and I'm in no means remarking on the athleticism of wrestlers. Those guys are incredibly strong, and if you had to fight one, they would fuck you up in a minute. It's just no doubt about it. They are tough cookies. In fact, the fact that they don't get hurt is testament to how strong they are, because these guys are throwing around hundreds and hundreds of pounds of dead weight, and for the most part, no one's going to the hospital at the end. If they were really, really doing it, they'd kill each other in about 30 seconds. Someone's head would come clean. Somehow, if you hit someone sideways with a metal chair, chances are their head's going to come halfway off of their neck if you do it really, really hard. So it's really funny when those guys hit each other like 5 and 6 times with those things, and the dude gets up and he rolls back into the ring. So, yeah, I've had extensive conversations with people who have been like, it's real, and it's like, the scripts are real. Yeah, they're absolutely real. And once again, it's not that they're not tough guys. It's not that they're strong. If you really had to fight them, it would be a really short fight. And I can't remember. They did a wrestler versus a boxer at some point in the 70s or 60s, because that was the big thing, is wrestling's fake and these wrestlers are just full of shit. And I don't know who they paired up against each other, but the wrestler beat the shit out of the boxer real bad. So, and you would think, oh no, the boxer would win because they really hit people. It wasn't the case. So, and there may have been other exhibitions where the boxer has won, but I feel like it's probably been done more than once. But yeah, I'm not. Wrestlers are strong, scary people. So they're not, just because it's scripted doesn't mean that they're not tough and that they couldn't beat you up real bad. So, but yeah, you could have worked Hulk Hogan's personal. Like that's just it. You hear about them. Go on YouTube if you care, if you give a fuck about any of this, and just start looking up wrestlers shooting on other wrestlers. This is apparently wrestler speak for talking shit, is shooting on each other. I don't understand why, but that's just, I stumbled on a few videos where wrestlers were shooting on each other, and then it just, YouTube's algorithm was like, oh, you like these videos. And it's funny, most of the favorite ones, most of the favored wrestlers are pretty horrible, horrible human beings. So, and there's a bunch of people who, other wrestlers who talk about just how bad they are and the things that they did, and I mean, I guess that's kind of just fame, isn't it? I don't know. I don't really have much of a perspective on it, but it's they're larger. They, regardless of who they are as people, they're definitely larger than life personalities when they're on the stage. So, if you even let a little bit of that leak into your reality, I could see that making you into a real shitbag, probably. I know, script, the leak of the script, and don't tell, I know, Nintendo, I'm really into the color on these too, man. I haven't worn them in a while because I got these are like my new favorite pair of Jordans right now. These are just some Air Force Ones, and they're like in this black suede, and they're just comfy as hell. They're real fucking simple, and they don't look like they don't get really dirty or anything. They don't look like they get dirty. They just kind of, anything that gets on them wipes off. And then my second favorite pair that I wear, I actually own two more pairs of these that I haven't even taken out of the box yet, because I knew at some point they wouldn't make them anymore, and I was like, I'm going to want to own, wear these for a while into the future. And it's these are motorcycle Air Jordans, so they're more like a motorcycle boot. But, and they weren't super expensive either. They're not like, they weren't all $200 like regular Jordans are, so yeah, I like those ones though. The black ones I really, really dig. The Air Jordan mid-level ones, because they're just easy to wear, and they're not too ostentatious. No, they don't get second looks. Like when I wear these I call these the Miami Vice colorway, because they are it's basically like a Miami Vice sign. It's got the pink and the turquoise and that stark purplish blue. So yeah, and it's also got like the cement look to it too, which is also very much almost like an animal print / cement style. I don't know. It's very much Miami Vice in my mind. But these always get like attention, so it's only if I feel like being stared at and shit. I was talking to my wife yesterday, and I was just like, we were talking about Kohl's department stores. I was saying how I don't, I feel like they're doing bad now, because like I used to go get my sneakers there, and I'm like, I don't like what they have anymore, and I'm like, that's why I started getting Jordans, because they sucked at getting shoes that look cool anymore. And she's just like, I don't know about that, because she's in retail, so she would have facts on this stuff. And then she got up today, and apparently she was reading an article, and Kohl's is choking. I was right. I know what I'm talking about. I know fashion. I'm on the cusp of it. Thank you so much, Skipinatty, Slam Dumpin'. For 25 months, he's been taking slam dumps right here in my channel. Thank you. I thank you. Nyquil Jordan thanks you of the Chicago Bulls. Slam Dump League thinks you're great. Marty, it's fantastic. Slam Dumps, taking the slam dump. Marty, are you at work today? Look, Marty, I'm playing FX3 tables. And they're great. They're harder than hell, dude. These are way harder than the last time I played them. It's payday, Marty. It's time to party. Oh, shit, dude. Seriously. Boys. Dear Zen, I don't remember the last time I could fucking plunge into the center drain like that on this game in for real life, man. Oh! Yeah, no. Gotta get it. Someone's in the shitter. Gotta get him out. Oh, shit! Damn it. Dude! I'm getting eaten by this game. I hope you have a good lunch plan, Marty. Hope you're going to, like, dude, what? Oh, you said that taco joint stinks, though, not Chipotle, man. Not Chipotle. Don't do it, Marty. I was looking. I had to take my daughter to either Burger King or Wendy's today because I promised her after she was up at 2 in the morning today, and then she fell back asleep about an hour ago. So when she wakes up, she wants to go for French fries, nuggets, and soda. That's what she calls it. She wants chicken nuggets, French fries, and her fucking soda. And it's either Wendy's or Burger King for that. Marty loves Burger King, so it's like one of his favorites. Fuck. I don't think I'm gonna like this table very much. They've basically taken enough of your ability to nudge away that saving that center isn't possible. So, and basically there's no way you don't have to hit the center. You're gonna always have to go after Ted at some point. So, I think this is not gonna be one of my favorite tables from them on this. I think I finally found my first FX3 remake that I don't think is as fun as either the original or its previous. The one on TPA was hard enough, man. This is nuts. It's hard to... This mini flipper doesn't seem like it has... It seems like it only got a couple shots coming off of it. I don't like that. It was way easier to hit the blast on the other game. It's way easier to hit the blast in real life, actually. So... Not loving that. Stuff it, Red. And there, I hit the tip of that one. No credit. So... Or maybe it was the rubber. I take it back. Now, I definitely saw the hit there. It didn't hurt a bit. We saved him. Got him right out of the shitter. Overtime. If you're at work, feel free to put me on in the conference room. I do great for meetings. The boring ones especially. We'll turn the heat up on that meeting. Yeah, most people know, like, it's hard to be critical of FX3 for me because in my personal opinion, I think they did a great job with it, and I like I love their physics and blah blah blah. This is the first table out of everything they've done so far with this new Williams stuff where I'm like, yeah, I'm not liking this. We'll keep playing it though. We'll see. You know, I'm not told. Maybe I'll change my mind after some more playthroughs, but. Like, even Whitewater was being kind of shitty to me, but, like, I didn't see it as a... I'm getting trashed by the game thing. I was just having a hard time playing Whitewater, you know? It's like, fucking A. Like, whatever. That one, that's whatever right there. But, yeah, like, not loving it. I like how that actually is closer to real, though. You can skill shot into his mouth if you're good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Seriously, man. And that was a hard nudge. It just stayed straight. It didn't fucking move it at all. Yeah, no, they took the nudging down a little bit too far because you can't. It doesn't do anything anymore. The ball still goes straight down. Yeah, dude, absolutely. And I don't think people realizes that licensing can be multi-stage and multi-level. It's not always as simple as licensing, and I know you guys are smart, so I'm probably preaching to the choir on this one, but I'm going to say it anyway because this is going on YouTube, and the 4 or 5 people who watch my YouTube videos might not know this. So, licensing can be tier-based, where you saw that with Pirates of the Caribbean from JJP. I'm assuming you saw that with Aliens as well, honestly, from Dutch Pinball. And it's where you're not just licensing the movie. You're licensing. You have to license the movie, and then you have to get the characters. You have to license them too. You could just have the movie in the name, and that's fine. But you can't put any of everybody's favorite characters, especially if they're separate. And with Pirates, John Depp owned his license to him, his likeness, and I think some of the others got to keep. Disney owns some of those guys because they have no. When you come in fresh, you can't say I get the rights to my likeness because you're lucky to get the rights to be in the movie. So, whereas when they need someone like the Depp Man or the Doc, I'm just kidding. I'm just making fun of this other guy who's so in love with Dr. Disrespect, and he talks about him like he knows him, and he talks about him like he knows him, and he doesn't. He doesn't know him at all. He just reads the guy's fucking tweets. But anyway, they have to with those types of licenses. You're having to satisfy multiple licenses just to get that one product done, and the same thing with Aliens. You've got, if you want Sigourney Weaver in it, I know you're going to have to pay her. She's got her likeness in that for sure. In fact, James Cameron movies, I would wager you probably have to pay James Cameron too, outside of the licenses, because those are his brands. So, yeah, like I said, there's so many levels to how many different hands come out when it's time to pay royalties. It's not just like, oh yes, let's go get Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. No, it's not just you got to get Dick Van Dyke on board. Got to get Walt Disney's lawyers on board. Everybody has to get their cut. So licensing, not as easy as it sounds. So I totally dig that. I totally dig that. And that's why, I mean, you look at, okay, for a perfect example that TPA ran into, and these guys, I think it's probably the most perfect example. When TPA did World Cup Soccer, Williams World Cup Soccer, the J-Pop table. And it's awesome. I actually love World Cup Soccer. I think everybody was really, really excited to see it come to TPA. Well, guess what? The only way they were able to get it there was because they took the whole... basically, they couldn't get FIFA's approval. So they were able to get FIFA to approve it as long as FIFA wasn't mentioned and they weren't using any of their stuff. So they had to take Soccer Dog off and all the other Striker or whatever the fuck his name is. They had to take all that crap off and do their own. And what did they call it? Like World Soccer or Cup Soccer or something? It wasn't even the same name, but or something like that. They basically changed it enough to satisfy FIFA. Because FIFA, and I've known this even when I was an advocate, FIFA is notorious for being super, super expensive. They're a highly corrupt organization. I mean, they're basically trying to get licensing from FIFA is like trying to get the Olympic Selection Committee to pick your city for the Olympics, which is another body that is highly corrupted. It's all about how much you bribe them, and it has nothing to do with anything else. So... And that's transparent. They're not even trying to hide that shit. It's well known that if you're part of the selection committee, that gifts are allowed, and that basically, like in America, if they want to have it in Boston, they offer Harvard scholarships to the children of the committee members, kind of thing. It's that ridiculous how corrupt and fraud that shit is. Regardless of which, though, they always put it in a big city. It usually gets put on the way that people want it to get put on, so everyone seems to forget how corrupt the process is that gets it there. And FIFA is the exact same way. They're dirty organization. In my opinion, stay out of the lawsuit zone there. Just my opinion, but I find them to be corrupt as fuck. All you gotta do is do a little reading into that group and see just how greasy they are. But they do soccer. People like soccer, so they're doing something people like too. I don't know. It's just my take, And like I said, I'm not talking about everybody or anything. I'm just talking about the face of these organizations. Pretty greasy shit. So, but I like soccer a lot, actually. I wish that Americans like soccer more, because I do enjoy watching it. I like it a bit more than I like baseball, for sure. Oh, did I get them all? Okay, so if you back it into this... I forgot about that. The Super Blast will get you the back end. Whew. I finally got a legitimate tilt out of this thing, man. I had to go almost in a... That was almost a Ryu fireball on my D-pad, though. That's an awful lot of movement for a heavy... Seriously, man. Still love you, Zen, though. You guys know that I love your tables, and I can't wait. I actually can't wait for Pack 5. I assume that'll be in the next month or two here, or a couple months. I don't know. Maybe they're taking a little break. I don't know. I'm in no contact. I do not speak for them. I haven't talked to them in quite some time. But I'm hoping that's what's going on. I'm hoping they got some more goodies for us coming up. We like the goodies. Oh man, I can't believe they actually licensed this song for this too. Up and home. So much I hate you. Ooh, it's magic. When you leave me here all alone. This song's the best part about this machine. I totally forgot that was in this thing. Because I never play with the sound. Every little thing you do is magic. I haven't hit red all day. Let's see if I get it. Oh, still missed it. Wonder if I should hit them up and see. Like, I don't think they have a full top down, do they, on this? Nope. That's going to be my request to them. Can we get a fucking top down for this? Because I don't mind this, but I still can't quite see some of these shots. Whew. Yeah, dude, they do look different, huh? They have the heads. I kind of like these better. I'm gonna say. Now, granted, this is the animated version. I'm not sure if it switches at all when they're not like. You know what? I'm going to play the arcade mode of this next, and let's see if the heads change at all. Because these heads are animated, so their features are moving more. Obviously, there's a fucking or bulldozer that goes in the middle of the playfield, and some of this shit doesn't really happen. I don't know if they took artistic liberties with the faces, too. We'll take a look after this, but I do find, at least right now, that the faces are far more presentable than either the real table or... TPAs. TPAs are really creepy, and so are the real tables. Yeah, see, in Anorax, you have that right. Jim McMahon is a shrewd and wicked businessman who lets no one have any slices of their own cake. Unless, I think some of the bigger ones may. I imagine John Cena probably has a taste of his own rights, but I think you gotta be the exception, not the rule in wrestling to own your own rights. I think before you did. I'm not talking about WWF. I think if you rewind the clock and you go back, you could see that those wrestlers owned the rights to their own personas back then. When they left the thing, they could still go around and be the Junkyard Dog. They could still be Randy Macho Man Savage even when he wasn't at work, because that was his character that he developed with Vince. But that was before Vince bought every other league and just kind of I'm not saying he destroyed wrestling, but he definitely destroyed his competition. They're all gone. So bought up Ted Turner's wrestling and bought up what WCW and blah 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 blah. They bought a bunch of different wrestlings up and just kind of combined it into one. So, but then that's when he went forward after that. I feel like what was the 90s? They were some kind of locked, and you could see Vince owned everything going forward. So, and yeah, you're absolutely right. Summerwind, is it created? Do you want to put the name of the tournament up? Is it created under Summerwind 33? Could I find it by user, or just? I guess I could just look it up by Medieval Madness, couldn't I? Is it just a regular unlimited? Okay, you said unlimited attempts. I'll try. I'll give your tournament a little go here in a second.
Oh, it just crashed.
Buffalo Pinball just crashed.
Oh, Buffalo Pinball
My
crashed.
favorite new. Oh, thank you for the follow. It's my brand new my thing. Oh, Hawkweed, what's up, dude? It's my favorite new follow. No, I don't want that. There, get rid of that. Yeah, I do want to have a... I will do your tournament. Let me do this comment next, and then I'll go to your tournament after that. So just make sure that I don't forget, because I have time to do it, for sure.
Wow.
I'll never miss a chance to play a little bit of that. God, I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks for the follow, dude. I've been waiting to hear my... That's Miss Pinball, or Mrs. Pin. And I stole some sound bites from her podcast. Thank you, Miss Pin. I didn't even ask her, so it was pretty horrible. It's just pretty much theft outright. But thank you anyway, Miss Pin. Stole it from your podcast. She said, I take things out of context so they sound even funnier. So that wasn't necessarily out of context, but it's still funny. She's got a good announcer's voice, so I thought, hey, it's funny to hear when Buffalo Pinball just crashes. Shit, and that's how you trash it. Oh, come on now. Oh, they don't change. Okay, they don't change, so they stay the same. Yeah, they kind of... Dude, Ted looks like he's fat like me. I feel like he was skinnier looking, and her too. Boy, they put on some weight. Good for them. They must... Eating good. Like, even in the picture, Ted's much skinnier. All right, let me get out of this. This isn't going much better. Not terrible. I mean... I'll try one time at Classic Single Player just to show... Is it arcade that I want, or... Tournament? I think it's tournaments the hard way. All right. So this is when it's awful. And so if you thought I stunk before... God, look how fat. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit! The ball's fucking fast! Oh, jeez, man. That's just stupid on my part. You know, I'll do the Medieval Madness one next. I'll slide into that in between, because I don't think anybody's dying to see Comet. I like Comet, but I know it's not. Or whatever it is. Is it Comet? Yeah, I actually like that, but I know it's not. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I'm getting so worked up. This mode. I'm trying to, dudes. This is insane. Oh, spring break. Yeah, dude. Oh, please, dude. Jerk alert. So that's tournament mode. It's terrible. And yeah, the faces are the same. Yeah, that was painful. Ouch. I don't want to see. Alright. Tournaments. Let's see. Filter. No, that doesn't work. Oh, actually, you know what? Watch this. I know how to do this and make it work really quick. Where is it? Oh, duh. Ooh. Well, how do I favorite this? Jeez, man. You suck! Oh my god, how do I don't want a table guide, I just want to favorite it, man. I don't even care. Whatever, dude. More info? I know it, dude. I know these things. I want to know how to favorite the table. Ah! I hate you so much. Why? Oh shit. Let's see. All right. What's this? Oh, shit, that's how to do X. I just noticed this. Alright, hold on. Watch this. No, go back. Is it still Medieval Madness? It is. X. Oh, you got to add it. And you're a favorite in... No. Oh, my...
My collection. Main menu.
Right. I could have just looked up by your name. I would have found it by now. Alright, yeah, no, that won't work then because it's got to be anyone. Alright, let's do tables. So that was alright. Favorite tables apply. Wait. Oh, there we go. Summerwind. Found it. See, that was easy. Oh, here we go. Very excited. I did it. It's 7 weeks tomorrow since the last volume said 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, I haven't talked to him lately, but I usually know about the release. The release is at least a week or two before they happen, and I haven't heard anything. I mean, they don't report to me, so they could be releasing something, and they didn't tell me, which is fine too, because they don't have to report to me. I just play this shit. That's cool, but yeah, every other volume that's been released, I've known before they've done it, and I haven't heard anything yet. So right now, I'm gonna go with that and say that there isn't anything as of late, but. It's not a big deal. They're banging them out really quick as is, in my opinion. Oh shoot! Oh wow! Okay, ouch. That was a choke. This thing is so steep. It's nuts. Hey, what's going on, Loose Flip? How you doing? Oh, man. You made this tough. There we go. Oh, just missed it. That momentum, I really thought that was going to go. You know, that part, this particular speed that it goes at, it takes away a lot of that float. Excuse me. I don't know if I didn't look and see which was which. Sorry, Rabid Panda. Oh, shit. Well, one more ball. Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic. I still need to call John Ross. I haven't done that. I've got my basement almost taken care of. Like I said, I have to do more of that today. But we're getting close down there to actually having a normal, livable space where I can actually not only work on pinballs, but oh sweet. All right. Merlin's Magic Plus. I'm gonna get a madness out of this because I got 2 of them lit. All right, so that's not bad. We'll just try and swat for scores for a bit here. Oh, come on. Give me something there. Oh, yeah. Shit, man. Nope, not going to go around that time. There, get it around there. Oh, wow, doubles. Ooh. No! that's the end of them. My sweet, sweet multi-ball madness, but that's okay. No. Really? That was crap. Oh! Fuck. Yeah, dude. People been talking to them about doing Indiana Jones like the Williams one for sure. I'd be so... Oh, fudge. I forgot about that, though. You know, that's a really interesting point you bring up there, Doomsooth. That's going to be one of those really, really nightmarish ones to license. So I feel like that's why... I'm pretty sure that's why Farsight didn't do it before. That's not confirmed, but every time they had a table that was in high demand but wasn't being made digitally, all of them, the ones that they in the end were able to do, ended up being because they did jump through licensing hurdles, including the World Cup one. They did some really special maneuvering to get that done. I can't imagine what it would be like to try and get a Spielberg property done again. Like back then, I think that... Oh, hold on, let's look at that again. I didn't even see where I finished. 8th? Okay, not bad, though. Wow, Summerwind, you got a really nice score there. I'm going to play one more time. Let's see. I have lower hopes for the next game, but we'll see. It goes so fast, which I like. It's actually easier to make some of the shots, but then... Stay up there and... Don't give me something crappy. That's good. I'll take that. Oh, man. They do. They do. And to that point, I would say if anybody can do it, it would be them. So I think that you make a very valid point there, because even to that, they've done that, and they've got they do Disney and Marvel tables, which in my opinion are even harder licenses to get. I think Disney is really difficult to do licensing with, honestly, because everybody wants to work with them. It's like, if you got a Disney thing and you do even a mediocre job of making the product, you're probably going to still make a mint, because people they automatically buy stuff with those on there. That's why those guys protect the rights to their brands so closely. So yeah, I agree with you. I think if anybody could do it, it totally could. It would be Zen. They're savvy, and they seem to really make licensing magic happen. So like I said, the only thing that I've ever seen them lose, and once again, these guys are super, super brand. They police their brands really closely. South Park. That was the one table that didn't transfer from FX2 to FX3 that was a licensed brand. So, but once again, like I said, from what I understand, they're very, very strict licenses that they have with those particular guys. That's why you don't see a ton. You don't see really any unlicensed South Park merchandise out there for the most part. So, I don't see any of it. I mean, South Park's so specific that, as far as I know, that you can only watch the reruns on Hulu right now. I think Hulu owns the rights to them. Well, obviously Comedy Central still has some of that action too, but as far as, like, Netflix used to have it, and then they took it off Netflix and put it on Hulu. For a while there, they had offered it for free on southpark.com. You could watch any of the old episodes, but once somebody has actively started, I guess, paying for them for the exclusivity, that ended. So, oh shit, man! Darn it! That was terrible. Alright, well, I'll take whatever I can get here. It's okay. I like it hard. I'm going to be honest with you. It makes it fast. It keeps the scores lower. So, because if you don't make it hard, then you get people like Voof and Wiz, and they play all day, and it's like, I hate having to play all day to try and beat a score. It's nice to have things be brutal. Oh shit! Yeah, that bounced out. Not terrible, but not. I mean, still, that first ball was or that first game was it. All right, cool. I know I got owned. Ownerships. I know, not good, but still, that's all right. Stop. A button. I know. All right, let's take a look at Hurricane. Duh, it's not Comet. Hurricane. Comet's my favorite out of all of them. It's not as oh wow, they put a bunch. That clown is creepy AF. Yeah. Right out of the chute, huh? The old Python Angelo art. And table design maybe too? It's whimsical. The rules kind of suck on this one, actually. Because they just want you to abuse a couple of shots over and over again for the most part, but it's still an okay table. It's way easier to hit this on repeat than TPAs. I'm a little early, but there's a lot of strength behind that flipper. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Get the warm fuzzies off that. Dunk the dummy. Sorry, Roger. I have the highest score among my friends on the table, which is a lie. It says that, but that's never true when it says that. Ooh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, man. Please, man. Stop being merciless to me. There we go. You asked for it, dummy. I dumped you. Or dunked you. Is that the extra ball? I'm not sure where that is. I think it's back there. Yeah. Oh, extra balls in and out lanes. Great. The Ferris wheels. Those are kind of fun and unique toys. There we go. So it was back there. Oh shit, well I'm glad I got 2 extra balls because one I just dumped out on one. Yeah, I don't. That's not a possible thing to do? That would be interesting to do brightness because they give you color options. I know. I turned this thing to purple. I keep dreaming of them possibly getting the color versions for color DMDs for digital. Oh Wow. Get 2 extra balls, dump them both immediately. Wow, that really is shit right there. That really pisses me off. 2 fucking extra balls just trashed in a matter of moments. If this game wasn't hard, you could light another extra ball for old Rudy. I wonder if someone at Zen likes this table, because this is one that I wouldn't have expected for a while. I wouldn't call it a crowd pleaser in any particular way. It's like I said, it's okay. It's an okay table. Oh, I blew it. Fudge. Oh, wow. Jackpot value. I don't understand. I got quick score, but I didn't. Oh, never mind. Jackpot for the multi-ball. Dummies must get dunked. Fudge, man. That fucking brick. Yeah, dude, right? They would be insane. I mean, to do that would be nuts. But I don't, like, at the same time, the opportunity for the sweet color DMD people to make some money, because the other thing about color DMDs is there's only so many games they can do, because we've stepped out of the DMD era at this point. And if anybody, the people who are if you're going to see a homebrew or something out there where people are going to maybe revisit DMDs for nostalgia, they usually do them color. So when they do them themselves, so they've still got the ones left that he's got left to do. You know, there's a few hundred machines or something that haven't been touched yet. Maybe, I don't think it's 1,000 anymore, if it ever was. I never looked at how many DMD machines they made, and some of them may not be worth making either. Like, some DMD games are super, super basic, and why even bother? Some are not. Like, Walking Dead DMD is color DMD is awesome. There, in my opinion, there's a lot of different. They did a lot of different animations for it, so it's a good. There's for good reason. Why you might want to call it up. Yeah, some of these older Gottlieb premieres shit, they don't really have that much stuff to even color up. I don't know why you would want to. I'm kind of hoping they'll do Maverick sometime soon, just because it's a huge DMD and there is a lot of animations on that. But excuse me, I did that. Yeah, that color DMD on The Simpsons is really nice. My problem is that I play them and then I get used to them, and I like them, and then afterwards, you go play somewhere else, and no, I don't want that. God bless it. Let's see where I ended up. Nowhere close to anybody, just right below Super Pro Quick, so not terrible. Well, Hurricane's okay. I don't really love it, but whatever. It's not Zen's. That's nobody's fault but Williams, because it's not that amazing of a table, so not really too sad about that one way or the other. Whitewater also seems really dark in back. The other tables are really kind of lit up. This is like got that real dark space back there, and I'll have to see if I can turn up the lighting on that, possibly. That's an option. That would be nifty. That might be nice. feeling like I have a better feel right now than I did when I started this thing, so... Seriously. Just like the real thing. That's a good question. I don't know what the expiration date is on it, obviously, but I think the real question is, would anybody else want it? I don't think they did tremendously well on the Gottlieb tables. That may also be why they're slow to release. I think that they may have done okay on the Williams stuff, but really they probably did the best on the things that everybody loves and cost them the most to do, like Addams Family and some of the other things that were just really expensive to license because they're popular and people still play them. That was terrible. God, man, I've lost like almost all my skill at FX3 with this new physics update. I can't wrangle anything anymore. My high scores are unwrangleable. Yeah, dude, that I even heard the cabinet shake and it just bricked. It barely moved the ball. This nudging is not good. Not loving it. They gave, like, I don't, why bother having it? If you do it and I can actually hear the sounds of the shaking, but the ball doesn't move, but barely a slidge, don't even fucking bother. Turn the nudging off completely because it's not really on anyway. That was a fucking save that never happened. Like, look at that. The ball, you could see the ball just kind of continued its trajectory even though I slammed the side of the cabinet. Wow. Doesn't really move it. I'm not loving that. Not loving that. Maybe move that back a little bit. That doesn't give me my activity. Thank you so much for the wow. I don't know what it was. What's going on, Hayes? Mr. Hazemaker, one of the top Commodore players in the world. Commodore 64. If you think you've seen Commodore 64, you haven't seen it with Hayes. It's magic. It's true magic. I've never seen so many different Ninja games that I didn't want to play until I saw the Commodore 64 made them. And then I was like, wow. Wow. How are you doing this fine day, Hayes? Hope you had some mushy peas or something. Something delicious. Oh, settling in. Oh, look at that. Ball save's almost off. Then it just drained down the fucking center. As usual. That's how we do it here. Oh, man, I feel crippled without my nudge. I mean, I don't want it to be perfect or easy either. Don't get me wrong. There was a level of, like, when you watch Voof or Pinball Whiz play, if they give too much nudge away, then you could see those guys will never drain. You know what I mean? Unless it's a fluke or something. So, I get that you want to taper it back a little bit, but, like, I don't even feel like it's effective here. I'm not feeling anything. Like, look at that. It just very little, and that was a hard shake there. Yeah, I'm getting warnings, but I'm not. The ball's not really going anywhere. Yeah. All right. Point proven. I'll just go back and do a couple highlight clips of that. If I get a warning, I want to see the ball go across the freaking table, not just barely hop into an in lane there. We got to get it a little closer back to real life there. I mean, I know that they don't play like that, but that one's a little off. I do like the ball speed, though, actually. And once again, the physics being more difficult, I do like that, too. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't mind taking warnings for heavy nudging either, but then I want to, if I'm going to take a warning, I want to see that ball fucking move, man. That thing should go up the table, across it, something, start, like, slam around like a ping pong ball, because to get a warning, I really slap that thing hard. In real life. There we go, going through. That was a tough feed, but whatever. It feels like I'm playing on tournament, but I don't think I am. Ooh, that squeak of my controller. It's not official Xbox. Well, maybe, I don't know. Ninja games are last month, so there are theme months. Oh, you should be applying for jobs? I mean, what kind of jobs do you want to do, dude? I hear there's some new job openings in your government right now. Like some woman named Theresa May just left. Maybe you could apply for her job for fun, for laughs. Also, consider Nando's, because then you could pretty much have Nando's all the time to eat, or Greg's. So Greg's maybe even more than not Nando's. So. Oh, you're a freelance software developer. Well, then I guess you don't want to go work at Nando's or Greg's. They're not going to need any help from you. That's hard, dude. That's a hard job because you got to make programs and stuff. And I don't know shit about computers, so I know how to play them, and software either. I know how to play it. Do you make really cool games, Hayes? Do you make cool Commodore 64 games? You know what I think is missing for Commodore 64? Is that game on Rick and Morty, Roy. You could make the first Commodore 64 version of Roy. People would like that. I kind of want to play Roy, actually. Seems like a cool game. Seems like the kind of game I would like. Alright, here we go. Yeah. God damn it. That's what I get for fucking trying to play pro style. Get face punched in my whitewaters. Basically, what you want to do when you have that, I was doing it there for a second, but these are too hard to do the little flick out. Like when you have two balls sitting on your right flipper, you want to put two over here and have the one in place so you can get it over to your right flipper, two on the left when you have multi-ball. And then you just keep rocketing it up this left ramp. It's lit right now, the one that's flashing orange on the left there. You want to hit that ramp. It's going to get up there. You're going to nail it with the upper right flipper and just go over this to the bottom drop there. And it's jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. There's a way, if I remember correctly, to get 6 times playfield or something like that going with that too. It could get really, really high 6 scores doing that and not trying very hard. Because, like I said, the game has trappability. So, wow, yeah, that's a 2-way. Big corns. Shit, I was trying to get it really early. This is going better than my previous matches, though. I don't think I have a score as high as this one yet, so... And I owe it all to Hayes, really. I mean, I was doing terrible before Hayes showed up. You're the man. You play with a pro controller, nudging's difficult on FX. Yeah, dude, the nudge sensitivity has changed. I can guarantee that. So, in fact, like I said, when I saw that they said they were doing a big physics update before this dropped or when it dropped, it was close-ish. Or it may have been the same time, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's a different game as far as how it plays. And I digress. That's okay. That's not a problem. I'm having to relearn a little bit. The ball's playing a lot more cutthroat than it used to. When people were like, "Hey, it's too floaty," they paid attention. They changed that floatiness. It ain't there anymore. It's pretty much sinks like a fucking stone now. Yes. Oh shit! I thought that was. Hey, what's going on, Squeak? How you doing, buddy? Nando's, dude. I like some delicious. You had that curry last night. I'm having I'm gonna have a Cuban pork sandwich today for lunch. I have to take my daughter to go get shitty fast food. She wants Burger King, but whatever. That's fine. That's her thing. It's not my thing. But then afterwards, I'm gonna come home and make myself a Cuban pork sandwich, and that was all right, I guess. I assume to get the medallion for this, they want you to get the Wet Willy bullshit started. So, but when you play this, if you play this in a tournament, I wouldn't waste your time doing that unless it comes naturally just through the gameplay. I would concentrate on what I did right there. You lock balls, you get multi-balls going. You bang out jackpots and do that over and over and over again. It's a really safe strat. Getting to Willy is actually dangerous because you have to you have to do boulder work, if I remember correctly. Like, basically you're gonna have to hit a bunch of different things on that table, and quite a few of those things are totally designed to fuck you over. So specifically boulders, dude. Boulders are crap. That extra ball too. Nordman is such a fucking troll with the setup of that shot, and it's fine. Like I said, I think that's one of the reasons I like Whitewater is that it's easy, but it's not. If you get cocky, it will trash you really quick. You have to remember that there's certain spots you can't control, and it seems like you're whipping it around and you're doing this really sweet flow thing, and then all of a sudden it'll slam you. So I like it for that. But like I said, that extra ball shot, dude, almost every way to hit that is a slam down that out lane, you know? So it has a 6.510 with a 6.502 and opticals. I don't even know any of that stuff. It sounds great. I do like to play the games. I just don't know anything about what they do or how to design them. Sorry, Hayes. And I wanted to be a Commodore 64 dev, but it's never going to happen now. I wasted all of my time on fashion. Oh, shit. Okay, so this is where we got... Oh, shit. Oh, shit, man. I just need to get it up in the pops for like a minute. Oy, oy, oy. And where's the spinner on this thing? Oh, duh. That's it. It's the far shot, and I ended up on the other ramp. You want the spinner for days on Miami, so... Oh, up here. God, this game's gonna torch me. I could still be one? Dude, I think you have to be kind of smart to do that crap, and I've never had an affinity for making software. I'm a terrible typist. As time goes on, it gets worse. In fact, I've started to develop certain... Ooh, I'll take that. Bad habits that don't seem to be going away. Yeah. When I was younger, it might have worked. Oh boy. Also, I have no patience anymore. So if there was like, if I did a code and if I was doing code or something and I made a mistake, I'd get real pissed real fast and not want to do it anymore. And there's some things I can be patient with. I don't mind being patient with. Like, I like working on pinball machines because mechanically, there's a lot of visual to it. You know what I mean? It's as much looking at stuff as it is understanding technical stuff. Oh, fudge. Pinball construction set. Pinball adventure kit. Oh man, this game, dude. This is such trash. I love this game too. It's so much fun. There's a lot to do on it. It gets kind of tedious because there's basically 3 paths you can take, straight paths, and then you can kind of mix them up and go up and down. There's a northern path, a middle path in America here, and a southern path. Each delineated by a different color. Northernmost is white missions. The middle is yellow, and the bottom is orange. Each one has a different. Each out of the three has a different ending. In fact, I can't remember if you beat all three. If there's a fourth one, I went through a few times on TPA because it was easy enough and floaty enough that I had a game where it went on. I don't know if it was like a 3 billion point game or something. Needless to say, the ball is a bit easier to handle than this. So. No, I'm not going to get him. It's the most dangerous shot in the game, hitting that bulldozer blade. $30 points for hitting the scoop, man. You destroyed the Texacat. He actually changed his a picture plate, nice. I think the tourist crap you can buy is funny in this game too, and it's one of those games where it actually lets you buy a extra ball sometimes and stuff. I mean, those cost quite a bit, but kind of a later stage offer. But yeah, it's cool things like that. I think Lawler is. I'm not saying he's not celebrated. I just think he's undersung sometimes. I think that people end up gravitating towards Steve Ritchie type shit and John Borg sometimes because their games are faster and maybe have a bit more of that excitement element to them. But I think that Lawler's stuff is really well thought out. I don't know. I don't know who did the coding for this and stuff, but I know Lawler plays a large role in the rules on his games too, so. And his games get easy. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's Addams Family, man, and Twilight Zone. I used to think those games were so hard in real life. Digitally, they weren't really that hard, but in real life, I always thought they were really tricky games. And they are until you hit a curve, until you hit that Lawler curve, and then they're not. I can name a new Lawler game that is hard and doesn't seem to get any easier for me or for any of my friends who play it. I mean, not to say they can't wizard mode it, but it's not something you just walk up to and do every time. And that's Dialed In. Dialed In it's pretty crazy how some of those shots are just crazy hard. Specifically, the SIM card shot on that is nuts. But I think it makes it fun too. Like I said, it's okay to make hard pinball machines. You know what? We live in a We live in a society. I lost track of what I was saying because I'm trying not to ball out here. Get up there, yeah. Oh shit, just missed that. That was a... Oh, fudge! Hey, Billy, shit, what's going on, dude? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. Yeah, you know, a lot of the tables that you probably love from Bally Williams were Lawler. Like I said, Adams. Like, a lot of the beloved... Well, Adams, shit, it sold more than any other modern table. So most people... Like it or no, you've probably seen one if you're in your 30s, or have had seen one on location somewhere, maybe in an arcade when you were young or something. But Adams, and it's still a bunch of them around because they made so many. And that's Lawler, and that's really his classic style right there. You've got a game with a lot of rule depth, nice chunk of modes to go through. Funhouse, another iconic game Lawler did. Like Funhouse just screams pinball from the 90s. I mean, I think of the pinball experience in the 90s, and I think of the most impactful tables, and I think Brian Eddy, and I think Pat Lawler. Not to say that others were good, Richie and everybody was doing good stuff too, but the ones that stick out in my mind, the ones I saw all over the place, those were big deals. Funhouse was huge. And Funhouse was huge because he basically, in my opinion, took, it's a solid state game, but it plays like a DMD game as far as it's got the feeling of modes. You got a full 3-ball multi-ball going on there. There's the semblance of what would be kind of a wizard mode when you're doing, I call that the trapdoor shit, when you finally got that, or not trapdoor, but what is it, like Super Frenzy or whatever it is. It's not what you would typically call a wizard mode, but I mean the ultimate one is probably the simplest one, which is just getting the multi-ball going and, you know, defeating Rudy. But still, like before that, you didn't have any depth in a lot of games. It was just, they were basically street level, and those are my favorite kind of games to play, street level shit. So it's not like I'm dissing it. I just I ended up appreciating the newer games more because they introduced, like, DMD games. They made sense to me, and they made sense to me because of games like Funhouse, because even though those were solid states, they progressed it in a way where the interactivity between me and the machine increased greatly. It wasn't just you looking at artwork anymore. The artwork became interactive. With fucking Rudy, man, he tells you, he's sitting there fucking taunting you the whole time. So only classic single player does, because this thing isn't nudging the same way that it was before, which I've been having real trouble with. The classic single player feels exactly the same to me. That always played breakneck, so I wouldn't really know the difference. I don't know. I mean, it's basically like saying, oh, we took something that's really, really hard. Or no, is this the class? I think I am playing. I'm not sure if I'm playing classic single player. I'll have to look. This is the one that seems like it's had the biggest physics change to me, is the one that I played in general, which was just the first one. The tournament stuff's, like I was saying, that seems the same. It seems nightmarish. So I don't know why you would have to change the physics on the tournament anyway, though, because it's already real hard. I don't know how you make it harder. Oh shit, here we go. So let's shoot him in the mouth. These are the original Zen physics. Oof. Ooh! Move! Get in there. It is my favorite multi-ball song. There. Gotta keep you locked up at home, and I dropped them both. Crap that bed. Yeah, dude, stop playing with the clock. I like all his things. I don't say stop playing with the clock. I was insert explicatives there. Yeah, I like it when he gets. I like making him mad. Making Rudy mad is a fun thing to do on the game. So, oh shit. Oh yeah, no, Nike already did that. My love. My wife texted me and said that Nike was doing a collaboration with Fortnite, but they already did. They did a Jordan one like 2 months ago. It was a side, it wasn't really in Fortnite. It was part of creative, so like not the battle royale part. So it was just a mini game. It wasn't really that fun. Whatever. Maybe they're doing something else now, because I know Stranger Things is supposed to be doing a collab really soon with them as well. That's supposed to be meshing in there. Which is whatever to me. Stranger Things is cool. I don't discount it. I haven't seen the newer ones yet, so... let's see.
Tournaments. Active tournaments.
All right. There. It's a lot of tournaments here, aren't there? And that's just the ones they're showing. Because you saw there's a bunch of Medieval Madness ones. That's interesting. I'm hoping that they develop some head-to-head. I'm really loving the Zachariah head-to-head. I don't know if any of you guys have had a chance to play, or not head-to-head, multiplayer. We're going to call it multiplayer. And it plays like pinball does, where it's turn-based. So you're not... the previous incarnations that we saw, I think the one that I'm familiar with the most was TPA, and you were playing head-to-head, so both people were playing at the same time. But it had problems, A, because it was glitchy, but B, pinball doesn't really play like that. There's not usually two of the same machine. You're usually playing each other on the same machine and waiting turns. So I actually kind of like the way Zachariah did it, because then it also gives you, as the player in waiting, a chance to take a break. I can, like, for me, as people know who watch my stream, usually I want to go get a seltzer, or I want to have a drink, or a, hey, what's going on, Gallivanting Coconut? How you doing, buddy? Class of 1812, yeah, I wonder when they're going to do that one. That's an interesting, that's a fun game, actually. The audio on that's pretty good. Come on back around. Ooh. I'm really bad at that jump rope thing on this. In real life, this game is super easy. In fact, this is one of those digital pinball games that I despise specifically because I've never been able to play this as good digitally, like even close, as I can in real life. Putting up 100 million on this is child's play in real life for me. I don't know. I just really have an affinity for the game. I would always have to quit when I was at work. I'd have to quit while I was testing it because I could just go on and on and on playing it. Or on and on, at least till I get to the last champ, and then I end up... Because it gives... This thing loves rewarding extra balls. Like, they just come... They come out of the yin-yang, and every time you do just about any type of maneuver on Champ Pub in real life, the ball ends up back in the trough to be reshot. Like, every time you load a multi-ball, the balls stay in stasis. Like... Not now. Now it's going to put it back in play. But normally, you get to replunge it, and it replunges with the opportunity to hit the mystery award, the door prize, which the door prize is really easy to hit if you get the timing down. Now, I keep hitting him, and it's not giving me credit for it, which is annoying the shit out of me. Because a couple of them were face shots, he'd actually be done by now. But instead, I got knocked out. See, this is why this game is fucking frustrating to me digitally, because this happens a lot. And... in real life, it doesn't. There's so much more play that happens on that. This outlane on the right. The left outlane is what it is. So I'm not calling attention to that. That does what it does. It's just hard sometimes. But there's so much play on these posts and rubbers there that I don't feel like the digital representations hit. And this isn't just Zen. This is TPA. I hated the TPA one too. Neither one of them have that. It's a really easy game in real life. I don't know how to explain it. If you've never played it, it's not something where it outlanes a lot. They basically granny post at least a chunk of your fight. And for some reason, I could just never dial the digital ones in. So. Maybe it's me, but it probably isn't, so... Yeah, the launch button will give you free hits. The launch button, with launch button, I always go for door prize. Door prize loves lighting up either Extra Ball or Spittoon, if you're familiar with that, the Spittoon minigame, where that actually, Extra Balls pop up instead of spit a lot of the time. I've even had a Spittoon game where it gave me like 3 Extra Balls inside of the actual spit coming out, like three extra balls. So this game just, if you play it and you stay alive long enough, it just keeps giving them to you. And the door prize, if you keep nailing that does it as well. So Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I would say so. Now, maybe the people who made this don't feel the same way that I feel about Champ Pub, and that I don't know why. Oh, Speed Bag, give me a break. Maybe they feel like it is a more of a difficult game than this, but in real life, I don't find it to be hard. It's really easy to trap up on this thing. The only shot that's really, really difficult in real life that I found is that big ramp shot, the main left ramp. And that's the one that they're going to want you to cycle through because all the jackpots are pretty much loaded into that thing, especially because it gets progressively bigger if you can go over and over through it. But yeah, that might be the only thing that's easier in the digital version is that the flippers have a bit more power. It's a bit easier to get up that left ramp. Can't believe my daughter's sleeping in this late. This is great. Oh shit, and I blew it again. The millions are great, but like I said, the door prize is better. Door prize will give you free locks as well. There's all kinds of things it'll do. Sadly, multi-ball is not something I would advise going for on Champ Pub. I mean, do you have to do it for Wizard of Oz? I can't remember, but there's door prize. So basically, you could see it's just mystery awards, but there's light extra bingo. Like I said, man, it loves to give the crap away. An extra ball shot, unlike many games, is a really, really, really easy shot. Additionally, it loads into other things, so you might, well, maybe not so easy. There it is. So, and if it plays true to form, it just keeps giving them. So multi-brawl, don't really love it. There we go, got up the backside. But it didn't count. Oh, no, it did, okay. Yeah, see this is, like, this type of thing on the real one is unheard of. Watching people cycle through that ramp with ball after ball. I mean, maybe there's a Champ Pub out there with a stronger coils, but ours was well maintained. My boss, John, was really, in my opinion, one of the better operators I've ever played on. Had the pleasure of playing on his machines and working on them for a couple years too. He didn't fuck around, so. Oh, wow. Whew. Oh, shit. And there we finally trashed it. Yeah, so and look at that. Like that to me, that was a lot of wood chopping, and that's only like it ain't much. I guess it's a lot if you think about it. Ooh, all right. Knuckles O'Brien versus me. Oh, what games do I want released next? Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Indiana Jones table per se, I'm not like a super fan like everybody else, like a lot of the other people who want to see one. I would like to see the Indiana Jones Pinball Adventure released. That would be really neat. more for other people than me on that one. My thing with pinball is I like growth. That's why I stream. This is why I. It's one of the reasons why I was excited to be part of Buffalo, because it expanded my reach into pinball and the people I could communicate with. But my goal with pinball is, fuck, I really blew that, is to grow it and get people excited about it. And so even if it means me rooting for a game that isn't my first choice to have translated, it still means a lot to me to just have that put into digital, because I know a lot of other people want to play it. In Indiana Jones, okay, Willy Wonka and Wizard of Oz are really huge pinball tables, and maybe they're not your type of pinball table because it's not the type of theme that you like or something, but they're huge in the idea, look at that, free health, they're huge in the idea that they opened up pinball to an audience that really didn't necessarily know what it was or hadn't thought about pinball in a long time, didn't really think it was relevant anymore. Wonka especially, that awoke, there's a lot of people who love Willy Wonka, and young kids, because it's one of those endearing themes that hasn't gone away, and it continues to resonate with young children, even though it's not necessarily their generation's entertainment. And why not? Wonka, I love Wonka. You don't have to ask me why I think that it works. It just does. There's something really savvy about the story and the way it's done in movies as well. Like, it's interesting and fun, and everybody can relate to candy and chocolate in some way. Anyway, I think those types of tables are stroke of luck. I also think Beatles is a really, really smart table in that way, because once again, you're pulling in a broad audience. Now, I will say a lot of older Beatles fans probably know what pinballs are. The Beatles' popularity was at a time when pinballs were everywhere. So to not know what to be a Beatles fan and actually be a person that's older than me, to be a Beatles fan who may have seen the Beatles perform, which if you're 15 years older than me, or 20 years older than me, that's a chance that you probably could have had. You may have seen the Beatles as a teen or something. So pinballs to you shouldn't be foreign because they were everywhere back then, if you're a Beatles fan. But younger Beatles fans, or Beatles fans around the world where they weren't exposed to pinball, that's a great thing, and it gets people seeing something that they've never seen before and makes them think, hey, I like that. Now, there's these other things that are pinball that also appeal to me theme-wise. I'm into this. And it brings in fresh eyes and new bodies. And that's what's important to me. We all like probably the hot Stern games. We like Deadpool, and we like Black Knight, Sword of Rage, and shit like that. And they're fun, but I'm going to tell you right now, those don't do shit for the hobby. They don't grow the hobby at all. If anything, they actually they draw it back a little bit, because they're old themes, they're old ideas, and they appeal to people from pinball's past. Now, these same people from pinball's past, they're the ones who almost watched pinball die. So that's how little control they have on keeping this industry open. They barely kept it alive. So you need more than just the diehards to keep something going like pinball. You need a casual base too. You need people who want to go play a pinball when they go to a movie, but aren't necessarily going to join a league or go out to a bowling alley just to play pinball. We need those people. And Wonka and Wizard of Oz do that. Beatles does that. Spooky doesn't really make anything that does that. It's great that they do boutique work, but right now their tables are really Rob Zombie, Pinhead, TNA Pinhead because Scott Denisi rocks. I love Scott a lot, but TNA because Pinheads know what that is. People who don't know pinball when at Tilt had no clue what TNA was. They liked it, but they didn't know what it meant specifically to pinball. America's Most Haunted. I think America's Most Haunted, actually, the more I think about it, that would have been more like a Woz or a Willy Wonka table, but because it was their first foray into pinball, it didn't play very good. In my opinion, it broke a lot. The one that I don't want to play this again, that Tilt had. So it was never at Tilt. It was just at John's other location. But I liked the game. So that wasn't bad. Look, I made top 4 out of those. So not bad. So no, the classic single player is the only place where they had the physics change, because it feels so different, dude, and just regular. single player. It does not feel the same as when I played these before. And I'm not even getting the scores I was getting before. Why did you do this to me? All right. What's going on, Jess? How you doing, dude? Dude, Grand Lizard is freaking sweet. You know another one that I like that's street level? Is Harlem Globetrotters. That's a Bally title. Bally before Williams. But I assume when they have Bally Williams that they have Bally and Williams as separate as well prior to the merge. I assume Bally Williams, when they merged as a company, they contained all the rights of their prior shit that they did separately. Because I'm a big Bally. I love Bally 70s machines big time. And Harlem Globetrotters, though it doesn't have the whiz bang that you get with these, they don't have as much. They would have things they could animate because you could have the players doing fun stuff. But just the gameplay itself is really fun. And that also, everything they do is so new these days when they show off these tables. It's nice to see them do something that's street level and really existed at a different time. 12 hours. That's a really good sleep, man. Wish my daughter had slept for 12 hours. She's napping right now, so... because she didn't sleep for crap last night. But it gave me a chance to stream, so maybe that was a good thing. How was the gaming expo? It looked like you guys had a good time. It's going to be Pinburg in like 2.5 weeks, so we're almost there. It's almost time for that horse shit. Pinburg's fun, but the competition, man, this is going to be my 3rd year, and it's stressful, the competing part for me. I'm going to try and figure out how to have a little more fun with it this year. I mean, I have fun near the end once I know that I'm screwed, but I'm going to try and have a little more fun during this time and not just at the end. Like, normal years I don't drink or anything while I'm competing, meaning I don't drink for the entire block of 2.5 days or whatever. But this year I think I'll probably have some beers after each day is over. Not get drunk or anything, but just have some beers. So, couple. Oh yeah, I got the hurry up, which wasn't great, but you know what? Better safe than sorry. Oh shit, bananas, man! I got the hurry up, but I fucking thought that thing was down. Dude, Barracuda, absolutely. Barracuda is such a beautiful table. Barracuda is the kind of thing that I wish people could play in real life in general, because it's just... the art on that thing is... There was a time when pinball art didn't all look like comic books. You know what I mean? Like, pinball art was almost fine art in a way. It wasn't... And once again, I don't... People probably mistake it anyway. I don't really give a shit. Mistake it if you want. The comic book art is cool. There's nothing wrong with it. But once again, this is where I keep saying we've devolved into something where it's a hobby that really... has seemingly existed to kind of please 50-year-old men. And the growth is dead there. So if we want it to be more, we have to look past those guys and still make tables that they like, because they're the ones who buy, do the core buy. They're the ones who want to buy it. But at the same time, consider that they have grandchildren and wives who we would like to get them to play, and maybe a neighbor or two who don't identify with man cave style lifestyle and just want to have a game that appeals to their sensibilities too. So, and I think you can have both. And I think that pinball used to be that way. Like I said, Barracuda is beautiful, man. The art on that is sick, like museum fucking quality, really, in my opinion. And wild that it would be on a pinball, but that was that time period. They were doing cool shit like that, and they would get legitimately badass fine artists to do things. And Zombie Yeti, actually, Jeremy, his fine art is amazing as well, but that's not what they hire him for. You know what I mean? I don't know about Chris Franchi, and I don't even know if he's doing pinball anymore, but I know that he was also a fairly prevalent art designer for pinball. And I haven't seen Chris Franchi's fine art. It seems like he does a lot of commercial and comic book stuff, which is fine. Once again, it definitely, it fits for the certain tables that he does, but it's also nice to see people take a chance with some fine art. He like Dirty Donnie too. Same type of art. You see Dirty Donnie popping up here and there, and it's like that Rat Fink style or biker art or something like that. And it's like, it's cool, but it's like, it would also be cool, you know, there are other artists out there, fine artists who are amazing at what they do. So, just a thought. Did I get the super jackpot? Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. That's how you do it. This feels much easier to me for some reason. I don't know why. What did you, Jess, did you play Wonka? What'd you think? Is it any good? Did you think it was any good? I should say, I'm not going to ask if it's any good because, you know, to each their own, of course, but what'd you think? I don't care about Cosmic Carnival because that game looks like a dumpster fire to me, so... And no offense to the guys who made it. Once again, it's great that they're trying new things. I don't get it. It seems like a two-shot game to me, and... I'd rather have a really great playing game than have a bunch of toys and things or neat lighting. Give me a really great game. Like, look at Harlem, man. Look at Harlem. That game plays like a dream. It's so much fun. Never gets old. It doesn't have any toys in it. The lighting is meh. It's just whatever. Oh, the extra ball. You know, it's sweet. Oh yeah, finish that fucker too. Let's get this big motherfucker now. We're having the game of my day here. This is the one. Yeah, no, Cosmic Carnival, fuck that noise. Like that too, like you instead of wasting money getting a premium artist, dude, just, I don't know, like, I don't want to knock them, though. I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm talking shit, and it kind of does. So, good for them for doing something. It's better than nothing, but... Oh, that looked like it was going to hit me, but it didn't. Yeah, dude, sorcery, like, get it. I'm telling you, man, a machine is what you need in your life for sure, dude. It's gotten to the point where it's not necessarily cost prohibitive anymore, especially to get an older one like you're talking about, like a sorcerer or something, man. These are not unattainable anymore. Oh, I had 2 extra balls, didn't I? Lucky day. Because 2 years ago, I didn't think I would own any pinballs either, and then my dreams came true. And I haven't looked back. I mean, I got one in my living room right now, actually. Let me put one. It won't be forever, but it'll be there for a little bit. I got to get that thing fixed, actually. Oh, shit, dude. Come on. I own 10 machines currently. I have Harlem Globetrotters, a Bally Matahari, an electromechanical called Hang Glider, also from Bally, a Williams World Cup, not World Cup Soccer. This is a 70s solid state one, but it's soccer themed, but it's not the J-pop one. Not the Bally Williams, just a straight Williams World Cup. I own a Maverick, a Johnny Mnemonic, a Future Spa, Vector, and a Nitro Ground Shaker. Is that 10? I think that's 10. So, if it isn't, I forgot one of them. But that's the bulk of them. That's the bulk of them. Oh, shit. And there's one more. A Gottlieb Wedgehead Atlantis. But that fucker came out of a garage, so I don't know if it's going to be parts or if it's going to be working. I hope we can get it back working. They said last time they had it on, it worked fine. So we'll see if that's the case. We're gonna have to do some work, but it's got the playfield itself is fine. The back glass is immaculate. It's the back box itself separated from the frame that you attach it to the actual cabinet with, so that has to be rebuilt. It's not that big of a deal. It's a rectangle with a rectangle cut out of it. My buddy Luke does this type of shit all the time, so then it's going to need some reinforcement in the head box as well, just because after that thing has come off of that, I'm going to have him reinforce it with some things for the joints so that never happens again. But they use nails in it too, which is also kind of funny. That's how it came out. That it came off of the frame there, was that it was all nails, so somehow it just kind of fell forward and it pulled off of the nails, because if it were screws, that wouldn't have happened. It would have snapped the frame off. So no, I didn't buy Star Trek. I still have it on rental. Bally Star Trek, not the new one. It's the older one with Captain Kirk on it. Though I should say the oldest Star Trek. Not the Data East or was there an EM2? I can't remember. Whatever. Oh no, there is 3. They've got STNG, Stern Trek, Data East Trek, and then what is it, a 30th anniversary Trek or whatever the fuck it was, and then mine, which is the Bally, or the one that I'm renting. No, I haven't heard from them. I told Luke to let me know if there's a price and that I would buy that. Well, not that I would buy it, but if the price is right, that I would like to have it. So I'll hit him up again and see. Because Ben was selling Pokerino. He was trying to sell Pokerino again and a couple others, and I didn't really want them. So I want that Star Trek, actually. So, and not because it's Star Trek, just because, I mean, it's cool because it's Star Trek. Don't get me wrong. Let's see where I ended up. No, these fucking guys, dude. Attack from Mars. No. Stop. Stop. I don't know. As far as theme-wise, maybe? I'm trying to think, because there's a bunch of guys out there that have 2. Like, Kiss has 2 machines, and Rolling Stones has 2 machines. Like, they've got a solid state and then modern. Though, a lot of people say Mick on a Stick isn't really a pinball. That's the Stern Rolling Stones. I don't mind Mick on a Stick, but a lot of people think that game's trash. I can't really defend it, so it's not that great. Kiss has that going for them. Batman. Probably Batman. There's so many Batmans. Like they did the Dark Knight. Batman's gonna be up there with Star Trek, actually. They did a lot of fucking Batman pinballs. Too many. Give me a break. Give me 1 second. I gotta go get another seltzer out of the basement. I'll be right back. We'll play a little bit more pinball. My daughter's up, so I'm just gonna play till she gets up. I don't have any cold salsa. I'm gonna have to have this blueberry Pepsi. It's delicious. Oh yeah, dude. T3, T2, and T3, and Last Action Hero. So you got Arnie for sure. And then if you count Predator, which is a game that doesn't work, there's another Arnie. I don't know if he's in it, but that's Predator. It's Arnold. So, by default, let's rock a safe cracker real quick.
My collection. Single player.
This goes pretty quick. Here's a Lawler, another Lawler table. Kind of obviously more niche. This is what you do in pinball if you want the smallest target audience possible. I had the opportunity to buy one of these when I first got into buying machines. It was $6,000 for this machine. So you could either get a new Ghostbusters at that time. They had just released Ghostbusters, and I didn't get either. I didn't have $6,000 to spend on anything, but new Ghostbusters or this, though. This probably would have been. It still had the wings on it. They basically have the thing that's looks like a safe open on the back box, and it's pretty key to have those if you own the game. I mean, that's one of the collector's points to the game. The only problem is there's no real depth to it. They did something with this that it's great for location. You know what I mean? Like this game, I think would be fun for a tournament type of situation because I know some people won't agree with me there, and that's fine. I like it because it plays fast, and I like it because it's cheap and it can screw you over. Even if you're a good player, it doesn't mean you're going to be good at this because somebody could just get lucky and do better on the board game than you, and that has nothing to do with your skill necessarily. Sometimes it's just lucky rolls. So I like it not as a main tournament game, but in a bank, yeah, that'd be fun. Fun toss-up game. World Defender that's got Arnie in it? I haven't heard of that one before. He's in a shit ton of games in general, isn't he? Because he's in the Predator game. Data East, that would be the thing to look at. Because Data East did crossovers with games and pinballs and everything else too.
Single player results.
Blueberry Pepsi. It's delicious. I know it sounds gross. I really like fruit Pepsi. Or fruit Coke too. Like peach Coca-Cola, raspberry Coke. Any type of fruit is usually pretty good. I think in these thing are in soda pops.
Main menu.
No.
My collection. Single player and
Was Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Sega Batman? I think so as Mr. Freeze, right? I'm pretty sure he's on the actual back box as Mr. Freeze, if I remember correctly. Or whatever the ice character is in Batman. That might not be the right name, but yes. I do believe so. Was that the Kiss from a Rose from the Grave, Batman? Stay up in the orange soda pop place for. Oh shit! I just was watching it up there and I didn't. Oh no, not Batman Forever. He was Batman and Robin. Okay. How many Batmans have there been now? You get the 66. And there might have been one before him too. Like I think there was a generic Batman before him. Adam West. 66. Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Val Kilmer. Was Val Kilmer? Christian Bale. Was it Val Kilmer? Fuck, I can't remember. I thought Val Kilmer was. And don't they have another one that they're doing now? There's going to be a new Batman? That everyone was all upset about? Oh yeah, it's going to be Robert Pattinson. I remember. Everyone is all upset about it. Because he did Twilight, so that means he couldn't possibly be do good Batman. I don't know what people's deal is, man. Like, I don't know if he's a good actor or not, but I'm certainly not going to base it on Twilight. I mean, if he was in Twilight and you didn't like him in it, then he's probably doing a good job as an actor because he's supposed to be. You're not a teenage girl. You're not supposed to like it, probably. So, if you didn't like Robert Patterson and fucking Twilight, he did a great job. You weren't supposed to. If you're 12, you were supposed to like it. If you're a Justin Bieber fan, then that was supposed to appeal to you. If not, he did a great job acting. I say. Like, and I try, because I get stuck in that same thing too. Okay. My wife used to watch that terrible show Gossip. What the fuck is your problem, dude? Used to watch that terrible show Gossip Girl, right? And there's a character in there named Chuck, and I can't remember what his Ed something. He's a British actor, and he's fucking awesome when he wasn't in Gossip Girl. Like, he's in this show on Netflix called White Gold, and he's not any of that character that he was in Gossip Girl. And he does great, and that's just it. He's a good actor. See, he can play different characters. He doesn't have to get locked into one thing. He could play this other narcissistic weirdo. Like the one he played. I guess it's both kind of narcissists, but they're definitely. One of them's kind of poor, and one of them's rich in the Gossip Girl shit, which he sucked. And then when he's poor and he's a con man, it's much better as a narcissist, I find. So. Anyway, he's great in that. So, and I would have, because he's the lead actor, I wanted to say, oh God, I hated him so much in Gossip Girl, and this is going to be awful. But it isn't. It's really good. He does a great job. And so, yeah, I try not to judge actors by their roles. And also don't judge the actor's role by who they are as people. Like, I like James Wood's movies. He's in some pretty good movies, and he is really probably one of the most incredible actors I've ever seen, because he plays characters in movies that I care about, and he as a human being in the real world is like one of the most horrible people I can think of in general. He just says horrible things about everyone. He's a terrible person, in my opinion. And not even in a political way. He says terrible things about everyone. He's just a not nice person. He's a very miserable sack of shit. But the dude, he can play really, really good roles. And that's like, wow, that's how good of an actor this guy is, because he's this consummate piece of shit in real life, and yet he can play a role where I actually think he's a nice guy when he's acting. So you want to see Nick Cage as a, hey, what's up, Currywurst Life? No, what is going on with, okay, and I'm going to say this one, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but like, this is because everybody's got a specific way they feel about James Bond shit, right? Like, I'm going to say a couple of things that might really upset people. The first one, more than anything else, I thought the Roger Moore James Bond movies they're my favorite. I'm not going to say they're the best, because Roger Moore is a terrible actor. He's a really bad actor. I love him, though. He's so campy and fun, but he's a shit actor. He's a real shit actor. At least in the Bond movies. I just didn't like him. I thought Sean Connery did a way better job. Don't like the Sean Connery movies as much, because they're not as goofy and fun for me. Daniel Craig ones are okay. I don't dislike those either. Daniel Craig's are so fucking action-packed, though. They feel it's just, everything is so high speed and so fast. And Roger Moore is like senior citizens style James Bond, you know? Even Sean Connery was faster than that dude. So that's the first thing I'm going to say that's probably going to upset everybody, because you can be like, Roger fucking Moore, seriously? And I'm going to say yes. Number two is that I had heard rumors way back when, this was like 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, that they wanted to make Idris Elba James Bond. And I was like, do it. I really, really like him as an actor. I think he would have been an amazing James Bond. And it never happened. It never formulated. So I don't know. I know that they've been rolling around different ones for a while now, and they can't seem to figure out. It seems like they just keep going for it. I mean, at this point, I'm guessing it's going to be John Stamos or Dave Coulier from Full House. It's going to be the new James Bond. Connery Brosnan. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people aren't not going to like my Roger Moore choice. Brosnan's not bad either. The few that he did, though, I got no beef with the Brosnan ones, so they're pretty good. I mean, the Brosnan one's got the most, as far as video game crossover with like GoldenEye and, I will say there's a Timothy Dalton one, was there not? I hated that. It was terrible. So, and then Her Majesty's Secret Service, also not a fan. Not going to say whether I liked it or didn't like it. I just didn't, I mean, I'm not going to trash it. I just don't. It was such a completely different style that I don't even know what to make of that crap, but whatever. It's cool, you know. It's a wildly popular franchise. It's going to have some spin-offs that we may not all love. So, yeah, Connery. If I had to say, oh yeah, which Bond is critically acclaimed the best, I'm going to say Connery. He was, in my opinion, the best James Bond as far as, if you're going to rate it and give this show, if you're going to give it awards and stuff, he's probably going to be the Bond who's going to win the awards. If we have to rate it on how much fun I have watching them, Roger Moore, all day long. And I think that the actor who played Goldfinger was fun and did a good job. I think the actor named Christopher Walken who played Zorin was way more fun. Zorin has to be the best goddamn Bond villain ever, ever, ever. That's a total loaded statement, but I'm saying it. Zorin, life, dude. I'm not saying that, obviously, definitely not saying View to a Kill was the best Bond movie. Though, once again, camp factor very high. Really, really liked how stupid that movie was. It was really stupid. I mean, the female lead in that, she was completely useless, and they passed her off. She's like some brainiac seismologist or whatever, but that's all she had. Everything, she was totally dense in every other capacity. It's amazing. So amazing how stupid this woman was, and she screamed all the time. And then meanwhile, on the other side, we've got Grace Jones, and Grace Jones is amazing, and she is scary as fuck and badass as fuck. And Zorin betrays her in the end, and that's how great Zorin is as a bad guy. He takes the baddest ass Bond henchman, and he kills her. Because he doesn't care, because he already doesn't even give a shit. It's just another day, it's another transaction to Zorin. And that's why I like him. So, I love you, Christopher Walken. I love you. Lashana Lynch, a black woman. That's interesting. Well, you know what? I gotta say, I'll reserve my judgment based on what they do with it. I gotta see if they could take it back to campy Roger Moore stuff. They got me sold. Okay? If you're gonna have goofy supervillains and shit, I might love it the most. It's very possible. I assume they're gonna make it fast paced and like Mission Impossible. Like, I feel like they're all like that now, where everything's almost like Mission Impossible. In fact, I feel like Tom Cruise may have been responsible for that, where it's like, oh, well, we like the spy stuff, but now let's make it extreme sports spy stuff. And I know that we had weird inventions. Like, we got planes that turn into boats and rockets and all that weird shit. That was always kind of present in the Bond movies, so I'm not saying that like that. But just, there's a lot more fighting in the Mission Impossible. Like, James Bond doesn't fight a lot. Like, people try to kill him a lot. That happens all the time. People are always trying to kill him. But just even in the Roger Moore movies, man, the punching only lasted for about 10 seconds. Some judo chopping bullshit going down. Maybe someone's rolling down a hill a little bit, and then eventually someone's got a gun, and then the punching stops. Enough of this punching shit. Somebody's got a gun, and that's. But like, I was trying to think, was it Casino Royale? I was watching a couple of different Daniel Craig's ones, and it's like they have these fight scenes where they're like fighting each other for like 10 minutes somewhere, and it's like. And I'm not a big fan of I don't want James Bond to fight that much. I know he's got to a little bit, but he's a spy. He's supposed to fight for 10 seconds, grab the gun, or judo chop him, and move on. That's how you do it. Grace Jones is scary in real life, dude. But that's it. Like, she is scary in real life. That's why I kind of like her like, she's a really cool person. I think, honestly, she takes no shit, and she in real life, yeah. Like, every interview they do with her, she's like, nah! It's not that character she played in View to a Kill. She's kind of like that in real life, hissing at people and shit. I love her. And her music, have you listened to her 80s music? It's so fucking good, dude. She is badass. I love it. I'm going to play that. I actually, if you guys are around, feel free to join me. I forgot to announce that. I'm probably, because I'm just energized today. I'm probably going to do a Harlem Globetrotters stream later today. After my daughter gets up and we get her lunch taken care of, she'll probably want to hang out. She likes pinball. So we'll hang out in the basement a bit, and I'll probably do a couple hours stream on Harlem as well, because it's getting moved out. Star Trek's coming back in for my Buffalo stream on Thursday because I'm renting it, so I got to get some more use out of it before, if I have to take it back, I want to get my dollar's worth. So Star Trek will be back for Thursday for Buffalo, but we're gonna do a little Harlem today. So I want to do digital first, and I thought, depending on how I feel, we may do a little do some Harlem later this afternoon, and I feel great. So we're gonna do Harlem later this afternoon. Yeah, okay. This is where I am with things. I don't care how they remake it, if they do it well. I know purists come along and a lot of people are like, well, that's just, but James Bond was a man, or James Bond was white, or whatever it is. And it's like, yeah, but I've seen Othello where they cast it as a white guy. I've seen, I'm going to Shakespeare specifically. If the story's good and the writers are good, the lead character just needs to be a great actor. That's all the rest of the package is irrelevant, isn't it? To me it is. When I look at the way they transition stories and they use different actors and the things where people appreciate it, especially Shakespeare or something like that. They can modernize the script. They can take the people in it are old. The people were young in this one. Now it's Romeo and Juliet in their 50s. I mean, seriously, I've seen all kinds of wild takes on different types of ways to present a Shakespeare story. And people love it usually. They're not like, oh, Romeo and Juliet are supposed to be 15. This is shit. No. They're like, fuck, this is wild. This is a cool new take. All right. Somebody's got a different idea to take its story and make it fresh. So if you could take an old story and make it fresh and fun, dude, that's cool. I got no problem with that. Like that new Ghostbusters they did with all women. I think a lot of people missed the point as to why that did so bad. It didn't do bad because it had women in it. It did bad because it was a terrible story. It wasn't fun to watch. That's why it did bad. You don't have to have the originals in. You just have to have the original energy. And I don't think they had that. That's the problem. So, if you're going to try and repackage it and make it relevant to the people you're repackaging for. You can't just expect people to... I don't know, sometimes they do. But in that case, they certainly didn't. Boy, there was backlash there, wasn't there? So... I still see it. All you gotta do, go to Google, type in most hated Ghostbuster movie, and there's gonna be the one that pops up immediately. Okay. But with Doctor Who, see, that's where they can work that in there, I find. Like, I hear where you're saying continuity, where you're gonna jump, you're basically, all these narratives are connected, if you will. The beauty of Doctor Who is, because of his reincarnation, there's no predeterminer. I mean, look at all the different types of doctors he came back as. I don't know, did they ever determine... I didn't watch enough Doctor Who to know. Did they determine that Time Lords were gender-specific in general? Time Lords seem to me to be this wildly powerful, ethereal being that just happens to be in a humanoid fucking body. Because it's convenient, because it's convenient for the story. They're presented as humans, but when you look at their powers and what they do, and the fact that they basically are progenitors of dimensions and times, it's not. I don't really look at them as human beings, even. But that's the beauty of that sci-fi show. You can write that in. Look, they're not. They're something different or whatever. Just like the fucking Daleks used to be. These types, if you look up Dalek, I'm very interested in the Daleks when I was in Doctor Who, because they scared me. They're the scariest enemies ever. But I looked them up now that when there was an internet and looked into them, they weren't always the awful things that they were. They were a humanoid type of thing, but they degenerated into these little lumpy motherfuckers that had to be in those scary armor things, and they're hyper-violent like little fascist bastards now. That's pretty much what the Daleks are, or Daleks are. So, yeah, I don't know. It just depends on how it's written in, I guess. And then maybe if you want to do sidestep what it is, you say that. Like, that's, and they do with Shakespeare. They're like, usually when they do it like Wild or something, they'll be like, a different Shakespeare or a different telling or something. You know, they delineate that it is not going to be your traditional thing, and maybe, or off canon, if you will. I don't know. Personally, I think Hollywood's in entertainment's just stuck in general. I mean, I love James Bond, but you know, we've been deprived of our James Bond. Every generation kind of had an entertainment benchmark, and unfortunately, Hollywood's kind of hiccuping into the 80s and 90s now, and it just, they don't want to leave that. They don't want to take chances and give us the next big thing. The coolest sci-fi movie that you and I are ever going to see isn't going to get made by Disney. It's not going to be the next Star Wars movie. You know, the millennials, amazing movie. I don't know if it's been made yet. You know what I mean? Wake up! I totally shit the bed on that. That wasn't a good shot at all. I needed the other one. There, I got it. I did it. So it appears that it was me. The more I'm playing it, the better I'm starting to get score-wise on these. So I think that I just blew it, kind of. And that's my fault. That turnaround's kind of a nutty little mess there. Oh, Rowan Atkinson. Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I did know that men played all the roles. Kind of like in with like Japan and geisha, when they played roles and things like that, all the female roles were played by women or by men. But I think women play better women than men do. I mean, just generally, not in all cases, but my wife plays a far better woman than I do. She's got the build for it. I haven't taken enough. I don't have enough estrogen pumping through my body to give me the features of a female. I think watching The Taming of the Shrew with one of those all-male casts would have been freaking hilarious, because it would have been ridiculous. Come on, give me something good. No, I mean, I'm gonna buy them, but I want the free extra ball or whatever. Is it the gold ball? Gold pinball, gold pinball. Oh fuck, cowboy hat. God, oh, I hate that turnaround, but we gotta start. Oh, New Orleans. This is a tough one. See, this is where they get me, because I'm gonna just try and jump cities instead of falling for their tricks. I mean, I will take... Oh, shit. Or not. Maybe I'll just train down the center and call it good, because that's what's going on. God damn it. Oh, yeah. No, Sonic is because of the Sega loader screen. Yeah, I forgot about that. He is in a lot of pinball machines. But that, yeah, he's a DMD attract animation, if you will. I forgot about that, how he's in those. That sucks. I'm going to try this again. That actually was starting to go well. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. All right. Normally I don't. Well, sometimes I do, but normally I don't.
Time to go to work. Let's fire that thing up.
Okay. I don't want to choke right out of the chute. All right. Oh shit. Okay, so I want the.
Hey, look, Ted, a beach party. Jerk alert.
Oh, red. It was just harmless cat calling. Bill Cosby told me how to do it, red. Sling dings. Oh man, that spinner rip. Like I said, if you could keep it going and going and going. Oh, get in the pops. Is it over? I think the mode's over, so I gotta. Yeah, it is. So yeah, that was, what is that? Almost 60 million on the spring break. That's a pretty nice chunk of change.
Hey, that's neat. Fire in the hole. Boom.
Can you backhand that? You can. Well, that actually is not too bad.
Ted, police.
I don't think that speed trap's getting escaped.
What'd I ever do to you? Let's get out of here.
Oh wow, did it work? Oh, come on, man. Pretty cheap.
Wednesday. We're rolling now.
Oof. Moonlighting? God, I forgot about that with Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd, dude. Talk about, like, I don't know, man. I don't think she was that good of an actress either. I think she was like really attractive, I think, but I don't know. She's okay. Bruce Willis, on the other hand, though. Wow. I'm just kidding. Bruce Willis. Okay, so that's my favorite little maneuver there. It's a little trap. Okay, Mardi Gras. Okay. I know, pretty terrible.
Outstanding.
Get up there. Ooh, fuck yeah. I don't even know. That was dumb, but I did it anyway. Oh my... Oh, I knew that was stupid. I was taking some real sloppy shots or whatever. Yeah, he was. I think he tried hard to be a... I'm trying to think. Tom Baker is... I'm close. I could look it up after I'm done with that. That might have been when I first started seeing... Which one is the one who... The doctor who has the really curly hair and wore a hat and kind of a striped scarf? He had like curly, almost afro style hair. Not like tight curls, but just very, very full and almost round hair. Just real flowy. Lots of body. That was the first doctor I ever saw. My favorite one is one of the more recent ones. He's the guy who's on that Amazon show now. The one about angel and the demon or whatever it is. I don't know what it's called, but I got the extra ball. I need that. I like him. I can't remember what his name is. I watched all of his, and then when they transferred over to a different one, I was like, I don't really like this new one at all. I don't want to watch him. I just want to watch the other guy again. Oh, fuck. Kind of shit the bed on that. That was terrible. Oh, come on now. Hey. David Tennant. Yeah, he's... Him, I like him a lot. He's fun. Just for the modern Who. The older Doctors, I just like the ones that had the like, when it came to the older Doctor Who's, I was more of... I enjoyed episodes more than Doctors, because I didn't follow it as closely. They used to show that shit on PBS when I was a kid. And they would show it on Sundays, so it would have to be a special day when my parents didn't try and drag my ass to church, where I could watch it. And they didn't show them in order necessarily. Sometimes they did marathons when they did show them in order, so you have to be there for all of it. I don't know. I did like them though. I especially like the music, the intro music, but I just when they had, like I said, the Dalek stuff too, the Dalek, they just. I'm trying. Yeah, that's... She called me a big dummy, you fucking turd. Seriously? I remember she calls me a cheeseburger, but a dummy? Wow, thanks. Trash. The cab driver's back. Oh shit! Karma ran over your dog. You know, I think that's probably what's kept Doctor Who alive for so long, honestly, is the writing is so freaking good. It is. It is really good. Oh man, I blew it. I knew that was going to happen. I didn't do it right, and that's just stupid. That was just dumb. Yeah, no, I really blew it though, because I was thinking I was going to be able to get to a bill. I was getting close to crossing that whole country. Those shots to get that started though are hard. The wizard mode, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I miss, and then I get. It's frustrating because it's a big build up. You miss it in the amount of time, and then you don't get it. The wizard mode, and it's very depressing. But that was good. I'm warming up to these now, finally.
Don't be a stranger. You have leveled up and upgraded this table.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna try something different than this because that doesn't get much better than that.
Single player results.
For me, at least now.
Single player and
Finally, okay, so we jumped up into something. We'll take a look at this really quick as well, actually. So they both rate them the same for tournament and arcade, so whatever. We'll try this. Dude, thanks so much, Summerwind. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Like I said, I will be on later. If you're back around, I'll be on in a few hours playing Harlem downstairs on my a real pinballs. So there may be a text. Oh, well, I'm gonna do Zachariah tomorrow, for sure. Zacharia, digital tables tomorrow, for those who may or may not be around. And then I'll be doing maybe tech stream tomorrow afternoon. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh wow. It's dinner time.
Hey, look, Dan, taxi cab.
You will remove that bulldozer from the street.
Yeah, I would imagine you'll probably be sleeping then, hopefully, by the time my other stream starts. Because that'll be, if it's 6 p.m. now for you, that'll probably be like midnight your time. Or, well, not that late, maybe 10 or 11, but yeah. Oh, come on! Care. Show me the scores on this.
Single player and hot seat.
You know, no, it wasn't even playing the right one anyway. And the high scores on this, they're not as high, for sure. Wow, alright, whatever. No, 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 no. One day I'll remember how to learn to use this controller, but it ain't gonna be today.
My collection.
Let's do a Theater Magic.
Single
Oh, I still got a pretty decent score on this. Not great, but... Moo! I always do Start Illusion for this. I blew it anyway. You need to hit the chest to get that going, but... Illusions and... Did I get my ball back? Oh, I did. Okay. Illusions and advancing the clock are going to be the hardest things to get done on this. Probably. Maybe you're awesome and that's not hard for you. But that advanced clock shot's pretty crummy. And the getting illusion started is a real bitch because you got to bang at the chest, and that's basically asking to send it down the center freaking drain over and over again. So, right. See, when I don't have illusion set, then I can hit the trunk no problem. Oh, come on, man! I guess I shouldn't have played this after all. Now I'm feeling it. Or not. I could beat. I have the magic. I'm terrible, man. I don't know what's happened to me. And my skills are not no longer intact. Also, as I said before, the nudging on this is they've changed it. It is no longer. I don't find it... I think all of them, every single one had been too easy. All the different digital pinballs nudging kind of were a little bit gimme when you can get away with it. They definitely fixed it, but maybe a little bit too far in the other direction. I mean, when I play Pinball Man, if I get a warning on a table, that ball has gone somewhere. It didn't just sit there. And this thing, you can fucking tilt and watch the ball go straight down like it didn't, like nothing happened to the playfield underneath it, which is a problem. It means that they've deadened the force that gets applied to the table. And like I said before, it was ridiculous. It was way too much, where you could just tilt, or not tilt, but you could just nudge so freely that it was like you didn't even almost need to use the flippers. You could just nudge it. So that's definitely not the way either, but Thanks for joining me today, too. I really appreciate it. I realize that there's a lot of things you could be doing with your time, and I appreciate you spending it with me. I know that I watch my friends on Twitch, but I also spend a lot of time watching things like South Park and playing games by myself and stuff, so I realize that there are things you could be doing with your time, and pinball is definitely not necessarily the most popular thing to watch all the time anyway, so I do appreciate you spending your time with me, and look forward to seeing you guys again. I've been trying to increase the frequency of my streams, and I feel that I have. When I had hit my low point there, I'd almost taken 2 months off, I think, of streaming completely. And even when I was before and when I came back, it was still maybe once every couple weeks at best, almost once a month. But I'm back on now where I'm at least weekly, many cases, well, at least weekly, not just with Buffalo, but with my stream as well. At least one stream a week on my channel, but lately more like 2 or 3. So, and it's been fun. It's actually, it's been good. Been enjoying it, actually. It's nice to have. One of the bigger things was burning out on digital pinball in general. There was just Farside had the licenses, and there was no real content coming out. It didn't feel like there was a lot coming out all that often. We get getting 4 packs a year maybe from them, so it was okay, but it wasn't great. And we had, the tournaments were only monthly, so it was hard to. You had to kind of wait for that. And the tournaments were great for streaming and stuff too, because it's like a lot of people who would watch streams were also in the tournament, so it keeps the excitement fresh and stuff like that. And that just kind of died for a while, and then Zen's back with all this great stuff. They're doing a fantastic job with this, honestly. And Zacharia's doing really, really nice stuff as well. Really liking that. God damn, dude. And specifically because they've got this stuff they're doing now. Like Zen's got their tournament structure is beautiful. There's also, let me show this off because I haven't done this in a while. Some of you may know about this, some of you may not. Because I don't really do it that often, but it's here. It's just, if people are like, oh, I want something to do. There's stuff to do. There's always stuff to do. With this stuff. Here's matchup. I don't think I've ever got, these are the different tiers. Bronze, 3, silver, 3 through 1, gold, 3 through 1, and then diamond, 3 through 1. So diamond 1 is the top. Titus Corp, I don't know any of these people, so. But because I don't do this, you got to keep up with it. I'm bronze 3, so let me show you a little something about how these work. And look, they're even incorporating the Williams tables. So it matches you up against an opponent who's already put a score in. And yeah, he looks tough. He got 1 million points on this, so I don't know if I could do that on the getaway. Just kidding. So yeah, you do this because this is bronze. So the guys putting up the scores on this are not going to be good. And it's not their fault. They're just new players probably or something. Or maybe they do suck. I don't know. Maybe they suck. Not my fucking problem one way or the other. But you basically do this. Like, oh, there. I just beat him. This dude, essentially, his score was 1 million. So he must have plunged in, pretty much drained the entire time. I was like, 1 million points? Really? Because I feel like 100 is not even really that much on the getaway. And it's not. So, and it's not. Oh, yes, of course. So this is, it's on timer too. There we go. So you can see, I don't know if you can see actually, because that might be covered. I have 2 minutes, 27 seconds left. What I can do is make sure that you can see it. You cannot. I will fix that. There. Now you can. Sorry about that. Before it didn't matter because there was no timer there. Now you can see my time left. So they basically, I had about what appears to be 3 minutes to make 1 million points on this game. So there's not even, you don't even have balls in this. This is just, wow, 1 million points. Feel like maybe he started the game and just walked away for that mill. Oh. Shift gears. dude picking up the lady. What's up? Get in the car. It's multi-ball time. She knows what's up. Oh shit. Oh, this lock wasn't lit that time. Video mode's like, well, you know that's what I'm all about. Whoa! What's up, cops at the donut shop? Gonna peel out? I have a minute left. Will we get to, the multi-ball started? Probably not. Going a little slow on this final bit. Got video mode though, and that's pretty dope. So you basically hug the line. One of the two lines. This one's my favorite. Oh, that's not bad. Dude, I got... Oh, and it holds the timer too? Now that's what I'm talking about. Video mode timer holds. Boys, and you spoil me. I know score boost activated. I need it too. Shit. Will I get lock? Get it! Oh man, I keep hitting the wrong one. Shame on me. Oh yeah, I did it! I did it! Oh, I did it! Hayes, I did it. I did it. I got the multi-ball started in 3 minutes. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Under 3. I don't care if the time's up. I started the multi-ball. That was the real thing. Look at that. Boy, that guy got his ass kicked. Oh, dude. How do you even look at yourself in the mirror? There, nude ears. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he got his ass kicked. Ouch. My rank isn't that great yet, though. Wait and see. I'm going to do another one. Now we'll do Wolverine table. This one's always fun. I'm like real heavy on the Marvels. We'll see if his hands. Got man hands. I'm trying to do it to Hayes. I'm trying to do it as good as I can. I'm the best at what I do, and what I do isn't Windows.
Focus. Catch this. You ain't just making mistakes, bub. Not by a long shot.
Bob, not by the long shot.
I hate them. It's like the saying goes, be careful what you wish for.
Totally. The VOs on this are good, huh? It's like the saying goes, be careful what you wish for. Shithead. I think it's lunchtime. Almost. Oh shit, claw save. Nice. That's stupid. Thanks. It's really... I feel like that's new. I don't remember that on the original. Okay, I gotta hit Dingus here. There we go.
Your fancy claws can't cut what they can't hit.
Yeah, I apparently don't have the skills for Wolverine. Oh, this fucking guy. Wah!
I hate the memories. It's like the saying goes, be careful what you wish for.
It's like the saying goes, Hayes, be careful what you wish for. 'Cause you just might get it all.
Doesn't it, Weapon X? Oh, wait, my mistake. No, it doesn't, does it?
Snicked. I don't think Scorbus is going to save me. I didn't find the things I was supposed to find on this table. God damn, you guys can tell people that I did awful when you saw me do the challenge. Don't tell anyone. Oh god, dude.
Nobody kills the runt, but
Yeah, no, I failed. I know that guy's feeling good. Oh, I don't know points. All these tables stink. Whatever. So yeah, that's not my favorite selection of tables. I'd prefer to have a few more. They're not Marvel tables, but whatever. Anyway, I should probably go check on my daughter, get ready for her lunch. But as stated before, if you're bored later, a few hours, we'll be doing a very exciting Harlem Globetrotters stream, Real Pinball, where I'll be showing off all of my hot moves and my hot body. So, thanks for joining me for this edition of Zen FX3 Pinball. It was amazing. It was great seeing all of you, and I hope that you have a good rest of your morning/afternoon, and hopefully I'll see you soon, later in the day, when I'm showing off my hot bod. Thanks for joining me. Peace!